This goes out to all the wolves in the streets and in jail. It was your man Big L, 139, Danger Zone. I got my man Tommy Gibbs and Coleon with me. Check it out, bust it. Hey yo, I just left the studio and it's about 2 in the morning. I just finished doing the song, now I'm ready for sleep. But first I want spaghetti to eat, and it's a good Italian restaurant right up the street. So I jumped in the Jeep, stashed the heat under the seat. Then I got a beat, my voice is hoarse, barely can speak. I called back on the cell, was Cody, mad as hell. He told me to listen well as he started to yell. I just seen Mike and Ben with your wife and a friend, and they just got a room at the Holiday Inn. It's my wife, you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I saw the horse soon as she walked through the door. Yo, say no more. Which one? The one in Jersey, son, right over the bridge. We gon' hurt those hoes and hurt both of them kids. Now I'm in the range, switching lanes, doing the bucket change. I can't wait to touch them lanes and them fucking dames. Reach the destination, grab the heat without no hesitation. These niggas fucking up my reputation. I saw Coleon holding a chrome ice grill, looking like he had a license to kill. And he had somebody else with him playing the cut, looking like he can't wait to start spraying shit up. Yo, who that in the background?
It's Tommy Gibbs.
Oh, I didn't recognize you with your hat down. Son, you ready? We got this whole shit mapped out. I hope you ain't scared, there's no time to back out. And we gon' take the back route and pull our gats out and throw our mask on. We ain't leaving till everyone's dead and all the cash gone. We gon' get our laugh on when we through, but right now we got a job to do. So let's do it. Yo, I stepped to the desk clerk, put the gat to a dress shirt, told her listen up before she get hurt. They just walked in, party of 4, 2 chicks, 2 males. What room they got? She paused and said 212. Took the steps, now I'm out of breath. I gotta stop smoking. Them cigarettes gon' be the cause of my death. My heart beating fast now, cause it's about to pop off. Saw the door, let the Glock off, saw the lock off. Took a deep breath, then ran inside at a quick pace. I felt disgraced, I should've shot that bitch in the face. Then my other 2 niggas ran in, each had a cannon, ready to take care of what we been planning. These 2 crab cats, we know they hustle upstate. We know they got stacks, cause they don't fuck with nothing but weight. We got the cuffs and the duct tape and put it to use. Then told them when this is over, we'll be letting them loose. And then I kicked Mike in his face and watched his head jerk back. You wanna live, then tell my nigga where you stashed the work at. He gave me the address, then I ran outside. But first I took the keys to his van outside. And when I got there, I found 50 keys in the stash, 100 pounds of grass and 2 million in cash. I was dumb glad.
Motherfuckers better know. I'm a bad dog. Lock your windows, close your doors. Give you snores. Yeah. I'm a bad My man Imp left a tech and a 9 at my crib. Turned himself in, he had to do a bid. A 1 to 3, he be home the end of 93. I'm ready to get this paper, G. You with me? Motherfucking right. My pockets looking kinda tight. And I'm stressed. Yo, Biggie, let me get the vest. No need for that. Just grab the fucking gap.
Yo, let me get the vest.
The tech is to his back. Word is born, I'ma smoke him. Yo, don't fake no moves. What? Treat it like boxing. Stick and move. Stick and move. You ain't got to explain shit. I've been robbing motherfuckers since the slave shit. With the same clip and the same 4.5, 2.
Are these songs gonna get me blocked? It's gonna get very obnoxious if they do.
Singing it's so hard. Yes, love your fucking attitude. Because the nigga play pussy, that's the nigga that's getting screwed and bruised up. From the pistol whipping, webs on the neck from the necklace stripping. Then I'm dipping up the block and I'm robbing bitches too. Up the herringbones and bamboos. I wouldn't give a fuck if you.
Hold on, I need to show you this. Yeah, we're gonna get blocked eventually, and I'm gonna trim it out. So, hold on. He's already in his chat. He's already in his chat, scalding people who are over-exaggerating. Oh, hold on. This is just too funny. Look at this. Let's scroll up a little bit up. So people start asking him like, "Hey, Phil, you said you got robbed, man. What happened?" Oh yeah, breaking news. Phil got robbed. But it's not like a real robbery. It's just kind of like a sympathy robbery. It's something bad that happened to him that he's gonna call a robbery to get a bunch of sympathy. It's probably one of his subscription services and his stupid fucking yearly subscriptions renewed. Because he cares so much about how he spends his money that he just lets them renew automatically and doesn't give a fuck. And then he ends up broke. And you should reward him by giving him more money so he can overcome the issue. But anyways, so he opens up his chat today. People start tweaking out and asking him like, "Wait, dude, whoa, you got robbed? What happened? Did they have guns? Did they have masks? Did they leave fingerprints? Are you gonna find them?" And then he says, "You can stop being dumb. I guess you didn't pay attention to my post where I said it's no big deal. Like, bruh, you're a DSP. You don't know yourself? Everything is a big deal to DSP, especially if you're gonna say you got robbed. So yeah, speaking of tweets, this is the tweet. Let's go through it. Let's take a look. I have a heck of a story to tell on tomorrow's podcast. Today I got robbed. Robbed. It was not a big deal, and I'm fine. Just still plenty shocked that it happened. Plus some good news too. So see you for the show, and then the premiere of Insert Video Game here on the first stream. That's some fucking bullshit, dude. This is like, it's like I don't even know how to describe it. The Boy Who Cried Wolf, I guess. It's just yet another episode of let me see what I can come up with so people can show up for my stream. And then now he's spawning and dying, which I guess started just now, so we got another like 15 minutes of waiting. There is no mention of him getting robbed on the title of the video, so it's clearly just something to get people talking about him because he's fucking desperate. And it's pretty fucking pathetic. In other news, Snoop Dogg, a person who is almost exclusively associated with smoking weed, stopped smoking weed. What makes this really funny is that Snoop Dogg stopped smoking weed before Darkside Phil got a job. It's a super ironic thing that happened. A shout out for Snoop Dogg. I'll be lighting one up in his honor today. Even though he's gonna come back to smoking like this time next week. He's gonna start talking about how he's taking edibles now. Or smoking like a pen. He's vaping now. We got a Cyberpunk smoke. Cyberpunk Snoop Dogg. So what do we got next? Nothing much. I guess we just wait for Dave to show up. I just had a quick nap, quick fever nap, I would call it. And I was watching Twin Peaks, and now I'm back. Oh, hold on, this was muted? It wasn't muted. Is my shit still not popping up today? I'm gonna sue YouTube. Ah, hold on. All my audio's fucked up. Just a second. Thank God I noticed, dude. I'm really smart. Might just be a genius. Alright, we're back. Listen to this pop-up.
Word through the grapevine is that Sundar had a keylogger on Phil's laptop and stole every username and pluv he has.
I'm neither going to confirm or deny that, but all I'm gonna say is that were this true, I would have access to this information, and I would take great advantage of it. I promise. Who fucking knows, dude? I don't know. Haha. So, what else? I don't know. Let's watch some miscellaneous Darkside Phil videos. Since the stream is still up, we didn't get blocked. But ever since YouTube started acting up with this stupid anti-adblock bullshit, the site has been cheeks. It's been like spread cheeks wide open. Terrible fucking bullshit. I gotta clean my cache every 20 minutes. I can't even watch videos on Chrome on my account, but if I switch to my other personal account where I watch my other stuff, I can. So I don't fucking know. This sucks. Anyways, let's go and check out. I think Memology is gonna be the guy today, because it just came up in my head. DSP, not this channel, but the other one. There we go. And let's watch a little bit of content from maybe a while ago, because this recent stuff I went through it's up on the other streams. What do we got here? We got motherfucking devs. And oh, and he was showing a middle finger to the camera. Oh, you fucking scrub. Oh yeah, by the way, now that I saw that he's having a special segment, or at least he had a special segment talking about how he's avoiding drama, but is hyping up his stream by talking about how he got robbed. This is a great way of staying away from drama. Is talking about how something really dramatic happened to you, right? Because when somebody says, I was robbed, what do you think about, right? Somebody comes up to you late at night, you know, at gunpoint or knife point, whatever. They take your money. Or somebody breaks into your house and they take something, or, you know, they just break into your house. And in his case, it's probably a subscription service, or somebody took his package from his porch and it made his wife cry, or something miscellaneous and stupid kind of like that. But let's give him a chance to explain himself first before we judge, even though we all judged already. We got plenty of stuff to judge on, and the verdict's already been made, but the sentence hasn't been served. That's why we're here. How long has this been going? 5 minutes. All right, we got about 10 minutes left, let's say. The hostess segment. Yeah, I did watch that yesterday. There we go. Oh, here's like contemplating whether or not he's a failure. The answer is yes. The answer is also yes, and he's a failure in a variety of ways. He's a failure as a husband, as a streamer, as a professional fighting game player, as a gamer, as a leader of a community, as a professional. He's a failure in all these ways. He's a failure in more ways than he is anything else. Anyways, yeah, there we got. Stop talking about your bullshit in my chat. This is in your personal chat room. This is a fantastic way of running a community. It's like talking to him like this. And I'm gonna try and watch this video, but I don't want Alan Wake spoilers. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get any, because that game's been in purgatory for me for a while, and I haven't been getting around to it.
Perks, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be all negative about it. It's not your guys' fault that there was some scumbag 2 months ago who was using a stolen credit card to do fake tips on my stream.
How does he know what it's a stolen credit card or not? I never really thought about how he figures it out, and I don't know how he would, because as far as I know, there's not many ways you can figure out if you're using a stolen credit card or not.
But it is what it is. I gotta live with the repercussions of that bullshit. So here we are, right? Absolutely tired of it. I'm tired of having my life.
Well, yeah, the robbed segment is 100% gonna have something to do with him needing money. That's the one thing I'm 1000% sure of. 1000%. A shout out COVID 1984, dude. Let me highlight you right now, unless it doesn't work. Okay. This podcast is gonna be nothing but pure begging, guilt tripping, and asking for pity bucks. I think it's gonna be some of that, but I think he's also gonna get salty at people who thought it was a big deal, because he said it wasn't a big deal. So why are you hyping it up? And then he's gonna say, oh, my fucking idiot trolls, now they're gonna make it seem like somebody fucking robbed my house.
This podcast is going to be nothing
Yo,
but
it
pure
works.
begging, guilt tripping, and asking for pity bucks.
Sundar is back automatically. This is fucking crazy. All I have to do is wait a couple of days for YouTube to fix their shit. Thank God, Susan. Great job.
You know, being dictated by automated means, by, you know, stuff that has nothing to do with anything I'm doing. I did nothing wrong, and I now have to suffer consequences and punishment, you know, because of what they did. But there was someone who had been tipping, like I said, over the course of like a whole week, and it was like a $50 tip, a $10 tip, a $5 tip, a $10 tip, and it all added up, and it was over $100 of chargebacks, and they all hit overnight, because apparently whoever really owns the credit card must have looked at their statement and said, what in the holy hell is this? You know, why do I have all these charges?
Yeah, it says, what are these dollar tips with weird messages to what does it say here? darksidephil@hotmail.com? What?
And who pays for that?
Did I get really high again and started spending money on weird shit?
This happens from time to time. This will never stop happening. People do this shit on the internet all the time. It's not nearly as bad today as it used to be years ago, but it still happens, and it just has to happen this week when already I'm having a slow week, right?
All right, of course.
That's the problem. When it rains, it pours, as they say.
Why did you rob the medicine for Phil's wife?
Well, because horse tranquilizer is in high demand right now. So I'm just looking out for my clientele, you know? Because she's already taken too much.
Right.
So I had to do it.
Life.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Basically, I'm upset. Oh.
LMAO, I'm at a wedding in Fort Myers Beach, Florida, laughing my gingerly off at the notion of Phil being robbed.
Oh, Happy, how do you call it? Congratulations to the groom and the bride. Man, I fucking butchered that shout out. Thanks, Tukeen. Big ups.
Guys, in chat, is everyone here with me? Starting to start talking about the game now and start. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
No. This is what we're watching right now has nothing to do with the chargebacks. This is just catching up type of segment.
One of the choices should have been that this is all a ruse or test to see if the trolls would call his local police department for updates, even though someone actually broke into the Snortmobile.
Yeah, I got a Rent and PD on the line. We're ringing them up right now. Let's see what they're gonna say. It can be another one. So this means he's like intentionally trying to get himself in a dramatic situation. So I don't think it's that.
The Japanese charged back their tips after the Yakuza stream and he got robbed.
I think so.
Nothing
Yeah.
he could do.
that could be it. It's all those Japs, dude. The Japs, as he likes to call them. Oh yeah, we got a poll going on in chat. You can vote in it and lock in what you think your prediction is gonna be. So the 4 ones that I thought were reasonable enough to be true were: number 1, the most extreme case, somebody breaking into his actual house while he's on his day off, or attempting to break in and then the cops catch him. Second one is what I think the most likely one is subscription renewing itself, because he always gets the yearly one that costs like $120. And as you know, Phil is so financially secure that if he has $120 just vanish from his bank account, he's probably 2 days away from going homeless. Then we got an Amazon DoorDash driver delivery issue. You know, somebody didn't deliver him the package, or it was wrong, or it was put in the wrong place, or it was brought to the wrong house, or they gave him the wrong package, or his wife's dildo was bigger than what they ordered, or it was smaller. You know, stuff like that. And the last one is just vaguely stream related issues like chargebacks, like somebody tried to fuck with him on PayPal, etc. Type of stuff like that he could just claim was theft and he got something stolen from him.
The game now, please. Don't know what the hell you guys are talking about there.
DSP cult leader.
Why can't they talk about what they want? Because they're literally talking about fucking Mass Effect. Has nothing to do with this.
All right.
They're talking about women and lusting over fucking virtual women, and I'm already not putting up with it. I had enough. It's a fucking Alan Wake 2 stream. If you want to go talk about that shit, you can leave and go talk about it in someone else's chat.
Well, that's why you got like 5 people in your chat, Phil, because they actually followed your advice. This is the one piece of advice that he gives that I would actually say I have nothing against, and I would say you follow that. If you want to talk about something, just go to somebody else's chat.
It's not your fucking personal chat room.
It's not your personal chat room, of course. It's Phil's personal chat room. So you have to talk about him and everything surrounding him and his life, except the things he doesn't want you to talk about because they make him look bad, or he's guilty of, or he deems to be too personal. But sometimes, like today, he's going to tell you something too personal and then expect you to talk about it or not talk about it, depending on how he feels that day.
Grow up.
And you should grow up, of course. Thanks, Kevin, for the for the sticker of popcorn.
It's completely quiet in the stream chat. I don't know what happened. It's completely dead quiet.
I received a $6.66 tip from Wumba. Hope we can hit that.
Oh yeah, and of course, recently we had that segment that this is actually our stream. So we can talk about things on our stream, but Phil gets to decide what we talk about on our stream. You see, this sounds a little bit like what a dictator would say.
Yes, it would be great if we did. It would help a lot. Like I told you guys.
And now we're just begging.
Well, I had $100 in chargebacks overnight from back in September. Someone had been using a stolen credit card to tip over the course of a week, and they all got charged back overnight. So I'm literally just trying to earn back the money that was taken from me this morning.
Oh yeah, he was robbed back then too.
Tips would be great. We've almost gotten back to 0 for today. So thank you for that.
I remember.
So if that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will.
So, all right.
Did he claim that he was robbed? when somebody did the bank leaks on him. I think that was one of the original stories when he was like, I was robbed of like thousands and thousands of dollars. Because at some point, I remember the official story, according to him, was that somebody broke into his bank account and they stole $9,000 from the guy that barely has like 60 bucks to buy a video game. But yeah, let me try and see it. I was robbed. Let's look at that. Wait a minute, I was robbed. So here we're playing video games. Fire Emblem, Doom Eternal, Minecraft Chill Stream. I don't know how to find it. Twitch and Chill. I don't know, but I'm sure he used that word.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you're still enjoying the play.
Oh yeah, that was also not his bank account. So you need to understand there's two different identity thefts. One that's according to him. That's the big disclaimer. One of them is the one that we know of, right? Somebody doing the bank leaks, exposing them. They didn't have access to any of the money, so they couldn't spend it. It was all read-only access. Second one is, according to him, somebody, question mark, broke into his account, stole $9,000. He went to the police, and they told him they don't deal with that. So he just kind of let it go. And they stole $9,000 from him and got away with it. And he was perfectly fine financially, by the way. This is what you're supposed to believe. And the other story that he also tells, because he has 3 stories, right? The trolls only have 1 story. So, of course, it all makes very much sense.
Robbery and someone stole something from him. Imagine being that robber and getting home with your spoils, only to find them covered in earwax, phlegm, and Triwan's man juice from his nights with Cat in the Corolla.
Well, you could still, you could still go to a fence and flip them for like, I don't know, $10 maybe. You can get something. Oh, is he back? Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Times in 1 year.
Here he
I'll tell
is.
you the whole
This
story.
piece
In
of
addition
shit.
to that, there is some good news.
Go fuck yourself.
So I'd like to
piece
share
of
that
shit.
with all of you for this week.
And look at how hyped up he is to talk about being robbed. This is the fake intro, by the way. This is like a cold open.
After talking on the podcast back on Wednesday. But on today's show, I have to tell you a story because, ladies and gentlemen, I have been robbed again.
Stupid shirt.
That's right, 2 times in 1 year. And I'll tell you the whole story. In addition to that,
So he got robbed again, you see? 2 times. First time was when they stole his tire. And now is the second one. Oh, let's see. Hopefully it's the other one. They finished the job. It's not gonna be the tire, though.
I was a little slow. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today is Friday, the 17th of November, 2023. I'm DSP. This is the Level 1 Podcast. I hope that you guys are excited for a fun week. It absolutely should be a good one. With the Super Mario
Took him less than
RPG
30
remake
seconds to
today,
snort.
the return of Friday Night Fights tonight, which we're going to talk about. I'm excited. Some big positive updates regarding the future and things that are going down. Of course, we're counting down to American Thanksgiving and my big Black Friday ad apocalypse marathon. There's a lot going on this week, and I'm very excited for it. My cold symptoms persist, but they are getting better.
Bro, it's been 2 weeks, dude.
There.
It's
so
2 weeks.
A little bit longer, probably the last week.
How are you still not okay?
So we got good stuff coming up, all right? But as you know, I had a day off yesterday. And during my day off, I usually run errands and the like and do all the usual stuff. And usually I come back on the day after my day off and I have a little segment where I tell you all about it. Well, today, I got some stuff to tell you about. Now, just so you know, no, it's nothing absolutely horrible. Everyone is safe. It's
Just tell us what it is, dipshit.
I said as much
You
last
fucking
night when
drama
I posted
whore.
up on X and also on the community page of this channel. I just said, hey, I got a story to tell you
Imagine
tomorrow.
calling it X.
I basically got robbed again, right? And then what happens is when I say stuff like that, people absolutely freak out and blow it out of proportion.
Yeah,
They
because
just
you're a
make shit
drama
up.
queen.
I can't stop people from doing that, but
Yeah, you
I try
can.
to tell everyone right up front.
Stop
it's not a
hyping
big
this shit
deal.
up.
Everyone's all right, but people are stupid and probably hyped it up overnight anyway for no good reason.
Yeah, you hyped it up.
There's nothing I can do, but I'm gonna tell the full story today on the show, as well as some, like I said, some positive updates to offset the nonsense. All right, so
Oh, so yeah, this got the qualifier basically. So when he says we basically got robbed, he didn't get robbed, but made it seem like it. So they could give him more sympathy. And look at the way he's spying on Chad. He's lurking up there.
It's going to be a pretty good show today.
He's stalking
a pretty
him.
good streaming day today. This schedule now is looking much better now that we kind of figured it out. And the future is also looking bright past this week's schedule. So we'll talk all about that on today's show. But I think what we should do, right? Let's just get this elephant in the room out of the room. Because I like having room in my room. And when there's a giant elephant in the room, he takes up all the room of the room. You see? So, ladies and gentlemen,
he's talking about the experiences with his wife. For the segment, Phil gets robbed.
It's time for Phil's day off. Now, actually, I totally screwed this up because I wanted to show you something before we did this. Okay.
What, a shittier layout?
That's not what I wanted. Earlier this year, all right, basically, I was robbed. And it was very, very ridiculous what happened. So I want to show you what happened again just to remind all of you.
Really?
This happened live during a stream, by the way. One day I'm sitting here live on stream.
This guy is a fucking fraud. He's so fucking fake. Look at this fake drama manufacturing.
For my wife.
Go fuck yourself.
And she's supposed to be coming home. And the call is so frantic. She's like, I can't believe this. But someone... I got out of work.
Dude, he loves talking about how he was a victim. He loves it. You can see it in his eyes. He's so excited to have this stream right now.
Stolen the entire tire assembly off of our car. And just to show you again, to remind you, for those of you
the whole assembly, dude. They stole like half the car. Look at this.
This literally happened. Someone put our car up on a jack in broad daylight in the middle of a parking lot. And they stole the tire right off of our car, assembly and all. As you can see, it wasn't just the tire; it was the whole assembly. So,
should have stole the whole car. Just get it over with.
From the beginning, I told the whole story.
No, say it. Come on. You know you wanna
go. Basically, we put the donut on the car, drove it home, had to go to a tire place. Had to order an entire tire assembly. It wasn't just the tire.
That ate all the donuts.
They stole the whole assembly. I need the entire thing. The rim and everything has to be, back on there. And it cost me a ton of money. All right? Now, we immediately reported this to the authorities. And the mall itself, where this happened, has cameras everywhere. All right? There was literally, I'm not kidding you, a camera probably 20 feet away from where this happened in the lot. It's right there. They have these cameras set up in the lot to film crime in the lot. So we reported this to local police. They don't allow you to do verbal reports anymore. I'm serious. You have to do everything online. So everything was reported. And we say, hey, contact the mall. They have the evidence. Here's the picture. But, they have the evidence of everything on video. The police decided, oh, this is not a big deal, and never investigated.
Well, it's not a big deal. What do you think they're gonna do?
Nothing worth it. Not worth our time. So, because they didn't investigate, guess what? I was out a ton of money. All right, and this sent me back. And this is
dude, I love the police now. I'm the biggest police fan ever.
Some bullshit. This year's has been a lot. Most of it's been behind the scenes stuff you guys don't know about. But this is one of the things that was public because it happened literally during the stream. Okay. So you guys knew about it, right? I mean, what was I going to do? How was I going to hide it when I had to stop my stream right in the middle to take care of this? All right. So that was many, many months ago. And just to let you guys know, no, things are not getting better. I live in the Seattle area of the United States, the state of Washington, Pacific Northwest. And out here, things are literally just getting worse.
It's a war zone. It's like you're dropping into Fortnite. That's what Seattle's like.
For the record, this is not a political statement. This is not me trying to stir up trouble.
No, he's gonna say death to the Jews, bro.
Right?
This is not a political segment.
You see thieves walking around with backpacks and duffel bags. They just walk right in the stores, and as soon as no one's looking, they go do-do-do. They take everything. They're right out the door. No.
Finally, he is right where he belongs.
No one stops them. If they do get stopped by the police, in fact, here's what happens. I wish, again, that this was an exaggeration. This is not an exaggeration. If the cops catch someone in the act of stealing, they take the products away from the person who's stealing, they return it to the store, they take the person's information down, and they let the person go.
Oh no.
They do not arrest them. They do not charge them with any crimes. They do not incarcerate them. They let them walk away. So I want you to think about that.
It's such a funny
What
bit.
is the incentive?
Is he doing stand-up?
Steal
Why is he so funny today?
when there is literally 0 consequences for committing the act of stealing, right? None. And in a lot of cases, what's happened is there's been actual organized crime rings in the state of Washington. People who have gone on a tear, steal a car, drive it into the front of a bank or a grocery store or a like a CVS, you know, what do they call, a pharmacy, run in, grab what you can, go to the ATM, smash it, grab the money, and run out, and that's it, they're gone. Now, if they drive away...
This is like he's living in a Grand Theft Auto online lobby. It's so fun, dude. I'm moving to Seattle. This is like the best place ever. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Where's the sheriff?
Are not allowed to pursue them. I want to repeat that. If someone is committing a smash
He lives in
and grab
Gotham
robbery
City
and stealing everything from a business, the police are not allowed to pursue them. They are told, you must stay back, just take their information down, and hopefully you can catch them at home. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. That's the state of how things are here where I live. Okay? So again, there's been tons of organized crime rings doing this. There are
organized crime
groups of
rings
thieves who are working what's the word? Not conjunction. Yeah, I guess conjunction.
In cahoots.
Or they're consorting with each other. They all hit up stores at certain times of days, and then they all come together. They actually found like...
Bro, you sound like you know a little bit too much about it. Are you sure you're not involved?
Apartments full of stolen goods.
The dude is just snitching on anybody right now. What the fuck, dude? You're gonna get yourself shot.
All working together, and they dump it, and then they all sell it.
Stop snitching, right? Snitchinator.
So this has all been happening, you know, for about 2-3 years, but it's just getting progressively worse and worse and worse and worse, okay? Now, the story I'm about to tell you about yesterday, now I can get to the Phil's Day Off segment, okay?
Oh, and now we actually get it, the real story.
If it didn't happen to me, I actually wouldn't believe it. So I'm going to tell you the story of what happened to me yesterday, and you might not believe it either. I don't blame you if you don't. But this is actually the state of things where I live, okay? This is how bad things have degraded to the point where life is nonsensical.
Oh, man, this story's about to be great.
So, here we go. You ready?
By the way, pop-ups off until the end of this segment. So we're going to have plenty of time to catch up. Don't worry about it.
Yesterday, I went out during our day off, and it was another day at home. Because we actually have, coming up, we actually have quite a few days coming up where we're going to have lots of appointments and things. So we've decided to have a string of days off where we're going to stay home and relax. And then we're going to have our string of days where it's like several weeks where we have to go out every week to do a bunch of shit. Okay? So, this was one of the situations where we were staying home, but I had to go out to run my errands. All right? Now, what errands do I run? Typically, grocery shopping, pet supply shopping, odds and ends. Sometimes I go to the
bills,
garbage dump. You know, sometimes we'll have ordered something from a store and I go and I pick it up or
spend
something
money.
like that. It all depends. All right, it all depends on that stuff. And
banning somebody. Come on, dude, just stick to the story.
Out of the ordinary. In fact, I was saying to my wife, "Wow, this will probably be a quicker day. I don't have too much to do today, so this should probably be a day where I'm in and out. You know, within maybe a couple hours, I have everything done." And then I could come home and we can relax together, have a nice relaxing day together, because we didn't have too much to do at home either. It wasn't like a day where we have a million things we have to do. We could sit back and relax and watch some stuff together, order some food, maybe have a drink tonight. You know, we're have a nice relaxing day together with the family. It's nice.
Yeah, nice. With the family.
So I went out and I did all my errands. And the last thing I got to do is grocery shopping. Okay? So, you know, first of all, one thing about grocery shopping these days, and this is like everywhere I go, all the carts are always fucked up. I don't know why, but almost every cart,
that you get at any grocery store is completely fucked up. None of them go straight. They all like fuck the.
Okay, Seinfeld. Can we get to the story?
It's just a chore, grocery shopping to begin with, especially when you're loading up. This week we actually had to get some extra stuff because Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, is next week, next Thursday.
When is Italian Thanksgiving?
Things that that I need to get for Thanksgiving and stuff like that, right? So you know, I knew it was going to be a heavier shopping trip. There's going to be more stuff than usual or whatever. By the way, for full disclosure here, I do use reusable shopping bags.
Okay.
And then basically right before the pandemic hit, I bought a bunch.
This dude fucking sucks.
What I found is, man, it's easier when you got your groceries.
Oh my god.
Having the reusable bags just makes it easier. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, save the
He's doing it on purpose, dude. He gotta be doing it on purpose.
Because I really
he has to be doing it on purpose.
Using shopping bags is that big, but I'll tell you this: it is way easier carrying your groceries with reusable shopping bags than it is with those shitty plastic ones.
All right, Phil.
So I have a bunch of them, you know, and I have different kinds. I have like the ones that are they're more like a plastic, almost laminate feeling to them, and they're kind of durable. You put your regular groceries.
Can you show us one?
But then I have a couple.
Go get one.
That are like the heavy insulated, and they have like box sides almost. And I have like 2 of those, and those are really, really good for your like cold stuff. You put them in, you could zip it up, and it keeps your stuff nice and cold. Nothing, you know, melts in your trunk or anything like that. And I just bought those earlier this year, I believe, off of Amazon. So some of these are on the older side. Some of these are many years old. These reusable bags, I've been using them again since like pandemic era, and then others are more newer bags. So just for clarity purposes, because I want you to have the entire perspective of what happened. Okay, got my shopping cart. I got my reusable bags.
Somebody stole his bag, dude.
In the shopping cart, there's actually a drink caddy in the cart, and my phone fits perfectly in there. So what I do is I have a list app in my phone, and I use that to track what I need for shopping. And I usually just pop my phone right into the drink caddy.
Oh
and I
my
check
god!
off on my list as
I'm sure it's for the checklist. I'm sure that's what he used his phone for.
Okay. So I'm you know, my normal day.
He's FaceTiming Hogan.
Usually into produce, get the produce out of the way. And then I move into the store, you know, you go from the dry goods into the other stuff, and the cleaning supplies, meats, and then you finally get to like the dairy.
Bro, if he doesn't get to the point, I'm gonna rob him for real. I will break in his fucking house. He's pissing me off.
Because we want a pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna kidnap Jasper.
That's an extra thing. You know, some rolls. We're freezing so that we can actually have some rolls on Thanksgiving. Stuff like that. You know, cranberry sauce. Bought a couple cans of cranberry sauce in addition to our usual meals for the week. By the way, this is a shorter streaming week, which we're going to talk about later in the show. It's only a 5-day streaming week because I need my day off to be Wednesday next week.
Yeah, can we talk about it now instead of talking about the important story of how he got robbed? Please, let's just do that instead.
In a few minutes here. But anyway, so as I'm shopping, you know, it doesn't seem like it's anything of a little bit of an abnormal day or anything. Maybe there's a few more people in the store because it's the week before American Thanksgiving. But it doesn't seem like there's anything weird or anything. So basically, I'm shopping. It takes me about a half an hour, I would say, to grocery shop. So I'm finally at the end of the shopping trip. My car is almost, you know, packed to the top, and I've got a few things left. I've got bread, a few dairy things I need to get, and oh, it was the cranberry. That's right. It was the cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving. And, you know, that's something I don't normally buy, right? So it's on my list, and I didn't know where it was in the store. And I'd gone up and down the aisles, and I hadn't seen it, which is a little weird because the week before Thanksgiving, and I can't find the cranberry sauce. So typically what happens is, if you can't find it in the aisle and it's something for a holiday, it means they idiotically put it on an end cap. Like they probably
he hates them so much.
Of the
irrational hatred for supermarket employees.
About that is, if you're shopping, where are you looking for the item? Where it should be in the aisle.
Yo,
oh, we don't have it there.
Please
now.
go to the fucking story, dude.
Then how are you supposed to
it's like the fifth distraction,
right? And they do this all the time. I don't know why, but they think that they're smart or something, right? So anyway, I am in this area where they have like refrigerated soups, dips, hummus, stuff like that. And basically the only thing left, like I said, if I went a little bit to my right, there was the aisle with some dairy like cheese, and then there was bread. So that's all I had to do to finish shopping. But it hit me. I was like, oh man, I gotta get this cranberry sauce because I'm gonna grab it now. I'm gonna forget about it, right? Let me just go grab it. It's got to be on an end cap, right? So I'm not stupid.
Yes, you are.
I grab my phone to make sure I don't leave it in the cart because, man, I'd be a fucking moron if I left my expensive phone in the cart.
It's not expensive anymore, but I know what you mean.
And I said, all right, so I'm going to be walking away to grab cranberry sauce, come right back, then push the cart to the end aisles and finish my shopping trip. Now, you might say, well, why did he not take the cart with him? Because, like I said, the carts in these fucking grocery stores are junk. They barely work. My cart's full. So why am I going to push my cart across the entire store to look for cranberry sauce just to push it back to where I was to shop again? I'll just leave it here for a minute, right? Now, why on earth would anyone think that something would happen? Right?
So what happened?
So I literally walk away from the cart to find this cranberry sauce. I timed it, actually. It was 2 minutes. 2 minutes, I found the cranberry sauce on an end cap. There it is. I grabbed it. All right, we got the cranberry sauce, right? I turn around, I come back. I was not gone for longer than 120 seconds. I come back, and there's no cart. And I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, someone must have moved it. Maybe I was blocking something that someone wanted, right? So I start looking around. I'm like, okay. And then I think to myself, you know what? It's probably over one aisle over. I'm probably misremembering where I left this cart. I thought I had left it right next to the hummus, but maybe I left it in the next aisle over.
Man, this dude is fucking stupid.
There. Right? And I'm looking all around and I'm like...
I feel like he owes me money from having to listen to this story.
What is going on?
I feel like actually
so now
offended.
I'm starting to think, all right, maybe an employee grabbed the cart thinking it was an abandoned cart from a customer that had just decided to leave, right? But I'm thinking, no, the employee wouldn't think that. I got my reusable shopping bags in the front of the cart. And by the way, again, I got to reiterate, these are not brand new reusable shopping bags. These are not valuable. You know, you can buy these online for a few bucks. This is not like, oh my God, there's $200 of fucking bags in this cart or anything like that. It's nonsense. It's nothing of any real value, right? So I really start just looking around and I'm like, so now in my head, I'm thinking, could someone have been like, I mean, maybe it's an elderly person and they're just confused and they grabbed my cart because they're just, you know, who knows what it could be. So I said, I'm going to walk corner to corner in this store. By the way, so I have cranberry sauce in my hand because that's all I have because I went to grab it. I was going back to the cart. That's all I got is cranberry sauce, right? So I'm like, I'm going to go end to end in this store looking up every aisle. All right, let's do it. So I start walking and I look down every aisle and I realize as I get to the end of the store, it's not in the store. It's like someone, when I went to grab cranberry sauce, grabbed my cart and walked out the door with it. Now I want you to think about how weird this is.
Did he?
Okay.
But no, don't you need to go through checkout first? They can't just walk out the door with it. What? Come on, dude. What is this story serious?
First of all,
okay, let's see Detective Burnell try and figure out the case. Let's see his logic, because he's a genius.
No, I didn't pay for my groceries yet. So it's not like, oh, I got robbed of you know, hundreds of dollars or anything.
So he didn't get robbed. The only thing he lost was some shitty-ass reusable plastic bags.
Like that at all. That's not the point.
The store got robbed, and he just lost nothing.
The point is, someone just took the cart.
Okay.
Right? What really did they steal from me? The reusable bags.
Yeah, you said you got robbed, though.
A big deal? No, of course it's not. But they did get a cart full of groceries. But here's what really gets me, which I just don't understand. Okay, this is what really blows my mind. All right?
Bro, someday he's gonna get stabbed and nobody's gonna believe him. This is how much he's gonna lie.
Think about this.
Because this is some, like, next level bullshit for attention.
And you're going to a grocery store with the intention of stealing. Like, I want to steal from the grocery store, right? Would you not go and grab your own cart, loaded up with what you want to eat,
Right.
or what you want to steal to resell, whatever it may be, why you're stealing, and then leave the store with the cart of the things you picked.
Could it be maybe the store employees just saw a random cart standing around, so they just kind of took the stuff and put it away? I don't know.
Right?
Maybe he just took too long.
That not be what you did?
Maybe it was just like stumbling and waddling around the store for like 10 minutes. And then the employees were like, what the fuck is this cart? I'm going to put the stuff back.
You? Right? Why would you look for a cart of someone else's shopped groceries and take that cart?
You
right?
don't.
Does it make any logical sense in your brain at all that you would steal someone else's cart of groceries?
Did he talk to anybody who works at the store?
That you
or he just assumed literally what happened and convinced himself he knows all the clues?
Pick. Because again, I have to reiterate to this to you guys, okay? In the state of Washington.
Oh, just because he mentioned that he timed it and it was 2 minutes, that's exactly why I don't believe him. Because that's one of those meaningless pieces of detail that liars would say.
Right now, you can
when you
get
don't
away
even
with
ask
that.
them for it.
No one's stopping anyone.
Okay.
You can literally walk into a store with a bag or whatever, load it up, walk the fuck out, and even if there's a cop who catches you, they take the stuff back and you walk. They don't arrest you. All right? So, if that was the case, why wouldn't you just go to the grocery store, pick what you want with the intention of stealing, and steal it? And take what you want? Why would you take... My brain was like addled. Like in a video game, you know, someone cast a spell.
Of course. Life is like a video game.
Going around your head or the stars. I was like, I can't understand it. I just don't it's like the mind.
I hope he gets to 0 HP, honestly.
Or whatever.
This is one of those segments that just pissed me off.
What the fuck is going on? I just couldn't understand it. Like, why would anyone do this, right? So, what was I gonna do? I gotta reshop the store. So the first thing I did is I texted, my wife, and I said, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be back home late. If you're wondering what's taking me so long, I literally have to do a second shopping trip because I already did it once, but I didn't check out yet, but some fucker stole this, right? So, just to confirm, I did grab an employee, and I said, here's what's just happened. What do you think? And they said, nah, someone stole it.
You might wonder, why is he telling you this story? Well, as you can see here, it says 807 watching now is the reason why he's telling you this story.
Someone who was putting your stuff back.
This is how desperate he is for views.
All your bags in the cart. He says the moment that someone saw reusable bags, they would have known it was a customer legit who was going to come back. If you didn't have the reusable bags and you had left it there for several minutes, then there was a chance an employee might have taken the cart and put all the groceries back. But there's no way that someone did that if you have your reusable bags in the cart. So definitely someone stole it. Okay? So I grabbed the cart.
I think the store should care way more than DSP.
I had to reshop the whole store.
Okay.
And of course, I ask as I'm checking out, I tell the story again. And basically, I say, so what do you think happened? And the checkout guy was like, well, I think I got a theory. He said, of course, there's no way to tell. He said, but you got to understand that a lot of these people around here now, they're just stealing to steal. It's not even a matter of they're stealing for necessity or they're stealing because they're
addicted to stealing.
They're literally in just a pattern of they steal to steal now.
Well, yeah, if they can get away with it, why would they stop?
So I guarantee you what probably happened was this is someone who was already in the store with the intention to steal. Maybe they even had a backpack full of stuff already. And they were about to leave, and they just happened to see that your cart was just sitting there.
Okay.
So, I mean, to them...
And now that we got to the actual pinnacle of the story and we understood what happened, the whole story just deflated because everybody is just collectively underwhelmed and disappointed. And I'm sure they're bringing it up in his chat too. I just can't keep up with it.
It's just the bonus, right? Like that's if they're already getting some kind of like an endorphin high because they're
endorphin high.
They're just out to steal anything, and now they've got a giant cart sitting in front of them with a bunch of groceries and reusable bags and everything. Who even cares if they ever use it?
Why
They
don't
could
you
literally
steal
push it
then?
out to the lot, grab 4 items out of the cart, and leave the rest. Just push it down the block.
Fuck it, if you can't
Fuck it,
beat
they
him,
don't
join
care.
him.
But this is the rush that they get. This endorphin rush from being a kleptomaniac, right? So, and I was thinking about it. I was like, now certainly that doesn't make logical sense. But I don't think there's logic behind these actions. When you get to a point where crime is so rampant and accepted, now it becomes a commonplace thing that humans do, and there's probably an entire subculture of people in this state that are just so used to doing it and getting away with it. It's just their daily routines, right? I go to the store, I load up my bag, I walk out, I go home, I see what I got, I throw out some shit I don't want, I sell what I don't want, I keep what I want. This is their life.
He got the
They
whole
just don't
scam
give it.
figured out.
Any opportunity they have to grab anything, they just take.
He got it all
For no
figured out.
reason.
Time to join him,
There are probably
Phil.
people that
Time to
steal
become
something,
one
I
of
don't want
them.
it, they just throw it right out when they go outside, but they stole it. So they got their endorphin rush for the day because they got away with it. You know what I'm saying? So again, just to reiterate, because people, of course, in the chat are being stupid.
Of course.
No worker would-
You said you got robbed, you dumb piece of shit. And all he lost was 2 reusable shopping bags made of fucking plastic. And now Chad is like, oh my god, Phil.
taken my cart with a bunch of reusable bags in.
A dumb
It would've been one
motherfucker.
thing if there were no reusable bags and it was just groceries and it looked like it was sitting there and someone had abandoned it. That's not the case. I was gone for 2 minutes and there was reusable bags in the cart.
Okay,
No employee
so?
took this cart. Okay? Likely it was just a thief who was just being stupid. Now, thank God I'm not dumb. Because imagine if I were dumb and I left shit in the cart. What if I left my phone
I
there?
don't need to imagine, bro. You're gonna be surprised how easy it's gonna be.
I mean, that would be really stupid.
Oh, thank God I'm not dumb. Every time somebody says something like that, 99% of the time they're dumb.
Walk away from a smartphone sitting in a shopping cart, right? You'd have to be a really big moron. What if, you know, my wife's purse was in the car? What if she'd been with me and we were shopping together and we walked away for a second, right? What if my infant son, not that I have an infant son, what if my infant son was in the cart? I mean, let's be honest.
they would
there's no
kidnap a
logic to
child?
it. Maybe that's the ultimate endorphin rush, to steal the cart with someone's infant son sitting in the fucking
Yeah,
front.
what if
They just walk out the door with
Obama
their
was in
kid
the cart? Would you
and leave
steal
him in the
Obama?
parking lot and walk away?
It's so fucking
Like, I
stupid.
know that sounds insane, but it seems like that's what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, it's just these people are fucking wild. They're nuts. They're out of their fucking minds.
I think you're,
You know?
the hottest take. I think this guy is more crazy than whoever the fuck is shoplifting stuff. And I'm against shoplifting. But this is the dude who like made a whole fucking marketing campaign about how he got robbed. And now it turned out he actually lost nothing outside of 2 fucking plastic bags.
I just don't. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I still don't understand it. Like again, maybe the theory of the worker is correct. Maybe the people out here are just kleptos. They've become so used to this, right? That you want to know the worst part about the whole thing? You ready for this?
That you look like an idiot?
The worst part about the whole thing was my replacement tire that I bought earlier this year was in the cart. So they stole my replacement tire that I spent all that money on.
What?
Now I gotta get another one. Now that's bullshit. See, that's exaggeration.
Well, I mean,
That's
of course, you said you bought it earlier this year, dude. It wasn't even like a good fake out. It just didn't make any sense.
hyperbole, okay? But the point I'm making here is how ridiculous of all the things to steal. It still blows my mind someone did that. It does. Like, if you're, again, using logic, if you're going to steal, but steal what you need or you want or you think you can get the maximum dollar for. They stole my pumpkin pie, you know?
Well, it wasn't yours. You didn't pay
what other
for
things
it.
that I have in there? Some canned vegetables, some like refrigerated meats.
Okay.
A whole bunch of bottles of drink, like juice and stuff. A whole bunch of that. These, they stole like 12 of these. Carbonated waters, right? Like, what the... what were they doing? Right?
Why are you so
So,
fucking
all that
stupid? Just
stuff's
move
gone.
on. Now that you
The
disappointed
store is out
everybody
all those
time after
groceries,
time,
right?
let's move
Which is
on.
ridiculous. And I'm out my reusable shopping bags. Now, is it a big deal? No.
No,
Is it annoying?
never was.
Yeah. I gotta reorder my reusable shopping bags.
Bro,
And that
it's a
sucks.
fucking
You know,
plastic
some of them are
bag.
old. Honestly, like I said,
You
some
can,
of-
you can reuse the shitty ass plastic bags that cost like 10 cents. You can actually reuse that too, right? We got like fucking paper bags that cost 50 cents that could fit whatever the fuck had in that cart.
Pre-pandemic age.
And it sucks now he gotta order it again. And are you supposed to feel bad about him? What is the purpose of this story? Is it supposed to be informative? To tell you that there's people stealing stuff in Seattle? Is it supposed to be for you to feel bad about him because he is yet again being mistreated and being the victim? Or is it just to get a bunch of fucking fake views? As you can see, 80 people dropped off already since they found out what this bullshit ass story is about.
It's okay to get new ones anyway, and in fact I went on Amazon last night and I actually found these nice cloth ones, because these, I told you, they were like the,
and now we're talking about actual bags again,
almost like laminate plastic,
while shaking his ears.
So the ones I got online are like cloth bags, which are probably going to be very nice and probably even more durable than what I had regardless, right? So it's not a huge loss. It just sucks I have to spend more money to buy more bags. Maybe it was the time to get them anyway, right? So not a big deal. But still, it's just stupid. It's still stealing, right?
And he said he got robbed.
All those groceries from the store.
He stole the bags from me.
And that's just the state of life out here. It sucks. And by the way, just so you guys know, this is not a political statement. People out here who are liberal have had enough.
Okay.
It's not just, it's because it's conservatives.
This is not a political statement.
Right? And so the conservatives want law and order, and the liberals want everything free. And because of that, no, like the liberal people out here are also had enough. Everyone out here has had enough of this shit. We had a government out here that failed everyone ever since the pandemic hit, and you had all those movements for Black Lives Matter and all of that. The government's out here pushed way too far in one direction, anti-police and all of that, and they ruined everything for everyone. So it's literally not just, it's one group of political movement. Everyone out here is fucking fed up with what our government did. They fucked.
What is that one group of political movement?
So they're trying to
tell us more about that.
They just recently passed a law that said that, like the police now can engage. If they're trying to arrest someone, they can engage in a certain situation and not in another situation. But I just want you to think what kind of a government we have that you can literally neuter the law enforcement. Like, we went all the way one way. Okay, the law enforcement is overly forceful. They're doing horrible things. They're overextending their reach of what they should be doing, and they're getting away with it. So you go from one extreme completely to the other.
By the way, if somebody else noticed this, his ears have been twitching like crazy today.
What made them think that was going to work? Right? It doesn't make any sense at all. So what's happened is progressively, over the last 3 years, crime just gets worse and worse and worse and worse because the police can't really do anything about it. I don't believe that it's the police's fault that crime is like it is. I don't believe that at all. Do you think, just think about it this way. Do you think anyone says, man, I can't wait to be a police officer so I cannot stop crime? That's what I've always wanted to be, a police officer so I could sit here with my hands tied and do nothing to help anyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Crazy.
Like, yes, that's definitely what it is, right? No. Is that they can't do they can't do what they need to do. They've been told, no, this is the limits of what you can do. This is the limits of your budget. This is the limits of your hiring power and your how many cops you can have. They can't do what they need to do. In life, one extreme and the other extreme never works. There's always got to be a happy medium where you find the balance of what's going to work and best for everyone.
That's crazy, dude.
Sadly, in this country where I live, we have everyone's on this side or everyone's on this side, and here's how they talk to each other.
Bro's been living on Twitter way too much. That's never how the real life works.
Fuck you.
Matter of fact, most people are more around the center than what he's trying to represent. This shit he's talking about, this is Twitter and YouTube.
Fuck you. Guess what? That's how absolutely everyone gets hurt and no one gets help.
Wow.
And that's
Bill
the
for president.
of America.
2024. Let's go.
Years. That's exactly what it's been. Idiots smashing their fucking heads against each other like dunce fucking level morons.
Dunce level morons.
Together to say, okay, do we have a problem with this? Let's fix it. Okay, here we go. We don't agree on everything.
Imagine thinking that this is how politics actually works, and it's not incredibly, immensely more complex than this. What does he think it is? Like fucking daycare, and you're sitting around in a circle, and you're like, how can we fix this problem? Well, how about we make pizza for lunch? Yay! And then we move on to the next problem. What the fuck does he think it is?
Better. No, it's like, oh, watch this. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. And you want to know why? Because there's profit in it. Because people like drama, right? Take a look at the landscape of the internet right now, right? Everything's polarized. It's so hard to find anyone of a level head. Everyone's always, I'm all on this way or all that way, and fuck the other side, and here's why they're all wrong.
Because like, the level-headed people usually don't engage in such discussions.
I'm sorry, I just can't live like that.
Because they're too busy existing in reality.
I feel like
he's just like, he got fucking Twitter running through his veins, and now he's complaining about issues that he's seen on Twitter.
There's ways that we could fix these problems. But sadly, the people in power, right, are just not into that. We have to be 100% one way or the other way, and this is why nothing gets fixed. So right now we have an effort in our state. They're trying to re-empower the police. The problem is they can't hire people. Want to know why? No one wants to be a police officer in Washington State. No one. They've actually started hiring incentives. They've offered bonuses to say, hey, we'll give you a big signing bonus to become a police officer in Washington.
Are they going to gift them memberships?
And someone's like, nah, nope, I'm not stupid.
They should send them a behind-the-scenes tip.
All that's going to happen is you're going to hire me and you're going to tell me I can't do half the stuff I need to do to stop crime. And, you know, then I take the blame for it, right? You're going to put me in unsafe situations where I need to defend myself and you tell me I can't defend myself because then I'll be prosecuted, right? For hurting a criminal or something. They don't want to fuck around. So no one's becoming a police officer.
Hey, his shirt today is terrible, by the way.
And they can't do anything about it. I don't blame the police at all. At all. This is 100% a failure of the United States government and the state governments as well. The government has done absolutely nothing in the last 3.5 years to improve anything.
We got it, Phil. The government sucks.
It's been
the government sucks is probably like the most relatable statement he's ever said. Because everybody can say that. Because every government fucking sucks.
Fucked up. They fucked everything up. And now everything...
You can go to Switzerland and ask somebody, hey, does your very successful rich country, do your government sucks? Just watch them what they're gonna say. You know, of course, every fucking government sucks.
Guy, right? But this is twice in 1 year.
I'm not a political guy.
Twice in 1 year that I had stuff stolen straight out from under me, right? And the funny part about it is, I only leave my house once a week. I want you to think about that.
That was a great line.
Once a week, I leave this abode to do things, and I was robbed twice. Twice.
This is how his manifesto is gonna start.
So can you imagine? Can you imagine if I was someone who had to commute every day? Can you imagine if I was someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, dude? What a place, what a life. Even me, Mr. Non-Political, don't want to get involved.
Mr. Non-Political.
I'm fucking fed up with this shit. You know? Thank God, in this case, it was a minor thing. It was a grocery bag stolen from me. Big fucking deal, right? It's not a big deal in any way, shape, or form. It's just not. But it could have been way worse. What if I had paid for those groceries?
Oh no. Then he could actually say he got robbed if he actually paid. And now he can't.
Walk out the door with them and someone stole them. What if I had something? What if I accidentally had left my phone or something else, my wallet?
Then you're stupid.
Right?
Why would you do that?
It's not bad enough, you know, that, you know, it's not bad enough that.
Yeah, I think the story is over, Phil. I think you're done with the story. You're just banning people in chat now.
I lost out on how much money on that fucking tire earlier this year. Just the risk continues no matter where I go and what I do. It's just there. And it's for everyone here. This is not a one-off case of this is bad luck. This is literally happening everywhere in this state. It's a massive system-wide failure of everyone. People who are trying, businesses.
How do we fix it, Phil?
You guys, we would love to go to Seattle. We had said we want to go visit Seattle. We've only seen it once. It was right after Kat had moved here. In 2018, we went to Seattle once.
Oh, and now we get the pity party.
It wasn't a great trip. It was very stressful. A lot of things went wrong during that trip.
Oh, yeah. Remember, that was, wasn't that the trip when he went on Twitter and was shitting on people that got State of Decay too early and then blamed it on his depression? Oh, yeah, that was a great trip.
So it wasn't a very nice trip. And we've always said we want to go back. We want to go back to Pike Place Market.
That was my depression.
Waterfront and do some fun stuff. We would love to go into the city and go to like the Pop Culture Museum again and stuff like that. But I'm not exaggerating when I tell you, Seattle has literally become so crime-ridden that entire businesses that used to be insanely profitable and have left. There's entire sections of the city that are empty, where people just do whatever they want, and no one really cares or stops them. And the crime and theft is so rampant in the tourism areas that most people who live around here say don't go there. They outright say no. And it's funny because you'll look and you'll see, for example, postings for jobs and stuff in this area. You'll look around and say, I wonder who's hiring in this area. What's it like? All the job postings are for downtown Seattle because everyone quit. No one wants to work there because Seattle is such a crime-ridden area now. Absolutely no one wants to put up with the risk of working down there, and the pay is ridiculous. You'll look at like McDonald's in downtown Seattle, $22 an hour. I'm not exaggerating.
Yo.
That's how much they're paying in Seattle.
He almost, if it was safe, he would be flipping burgers right now.
For a burger flipper job, they'll pay you $22 an hour because they're trying to get, no one will work there because it's a fucking, it's a crime zone. They don't want anything to do with it, you know? So it's pretty insane, you know? One day we'd like to go back to Seattle, but someone's got to fix it. They got to, we're not going to go there and go at personal fucking risk, get robbed and shit. Who the fuck would care? Why would you want to do that? Right? It's just rough, man. It's shitty. It's shitty because when I moved here 9 years ago, it wasn't like this at all. It was nice. Everyone was friendly. The crime was not a problem at all. And now it's just, in the last 9 years, it's just like this, like a giant fucking escalating thing. And it's like, I can't fucking believe how bad it's gotten, you know? And every day, now, again, to clarify, financially, no, I'm not in a great position. I'm certainly not as bad as I was several years ago.
Why did we just, like, divert our attention to him being a broke boy? Why is this the thing now?
Financially, no, I'm not in a great position, all right? But I will tell you this. Every day, I thank my lucky fucking stars that 9 years ago I moved here where I live in a private community.
To the more...
Seriously.
Because the more dangerous place?
It's fucking dangerous out there.
Out there, it really is. That's why you should stay inside and form your entire view of the world and how people interact from social media. And then complain on social media about your fake vision of the world. That's what you should do.
Thank God that I moved where I did and I live where I live.
Yeah, thank God I'm paranoid as fuck.
Thank God I moved to this place. You know. So, that's my story. It sure would be nice if we could get some stuff to change for the better. I don't know if it will. I would hope it. See, the thing is, like with everything, there's a breaking point, right? So at some point, like I said, even the people out here who are like the ultra liberals, they're done with this too. Because it's one thing if it's affecting one or two people, it's affecting everyone around us. Our lives are changing because this is so bad at this point. So now everyone is demanding change, okay? So that's a good thing. And hopefully you would hope that there will be a tipping point where now things are going to flip.
A tipping point?
Now all these businesses...
Did I hear a tipping point? Oh, hopefully we're going to get to that point soon.
Out of business. The tourism is leaving Seattle. No one wants to work in Seattle. I mean, how long could this keep going on until finally someone fixes something, right? So...
Okay.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, are we done with the story?
You know,
please be done with the story.
We'll have to see as we continue. But this is what I go through, you know. So what a day! It's supposed to be my day off, my relaxing day.
Okay, right? It was.
I literally still can't wrap my head around it.
But it only took him like 10 more minutes to fill up his new cart. It's not like nobody did anything bad to him except they stole a plastic bag.
Because again, I don't think there's anything to wrap your head around. I think it's a situation where it's just someone who's just, they're messed up in the head, and they just do that. Like they get this endorphin rush from stealing. They just do. This is. Oh, I got my. Oh, whoo! Feel good now because I walked out the store with a fucking cart.
Sure, yeah.
Right.
I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I've caught many people stealing. Sometimes it would be like a Once it was a mother and a daughter, and the daughter was like holding the bag open so the mom can steal. Yeah. I've had my dad beat up plenty of people for stealing in his shop before. It's always good.
There you go. That's my Phil's Day Off segment for this week. Certainly more eventful than most. Hopefully next week I have 0 events to talk about. I would much rather have a non-eventful Phil's Day Off than one like that. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm pretty sure he would like to have a day off like this because he got like 500 more viewers than he usually does.
Now let's get to some good stuff. What I'd like to do is talk about the schedule for this week.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Positive update in regards to the future schedule as well.
What? He's gonna play a video game.
And we'll go from there.
No, my dad didn't beat the mother and daughter. He beat different people, not them. The mother and daughter was my mom that actually dealt with them.
The shorter streaming week,
She gets very fucking savage with that shit. Okay, let's catch up on some pop-ups.
And the reason is because I'm a lazy bum.
Thanks everybody for your contributions. Let me just go and find out which was the real one.
That's completely the opposite.
All right, I think it was.
Next week is American Thanksgiving on Thursday. Thursday's
oh yeah, this one.
But a lot of stuff closed on.
But he didn't want to make a big deal of it.
He didn't want to, but he claimed he got robbed, and now we all know. Now we actually all know what happened. It was a really fucking stupid segment, and then he vented about crime.
Is going to be Wednesday. So that means I'm here.
I was hope Phil was going to go live and say he caught Cart getting piped from Tyrone and how she was planning on leaving him. Booch me a trip me a cat brum me a cat what.
That would have been a more believable and entertaining story.
If living conditions are so bad, Phil just move.
He can't sell his house. He can't sell his wife. You know, he got too many things holding him back.
Grab pet supplies on a slow day.
Smash and grab pet supplies. Well, that is almost what happened, kind of. So, good job.
Brew water F-king a hole. Tears of joy.
I agree. Big ups, Green Lobster.
Phone stolen. PLS show us the WWEC account folded hands.
Well, sadly, they didn't steal the phone. But if the phone was stolen, man, there would be a bounty out for that phone. People will be paying like actual hundreds of dollars for that phone. Probably twice or 3 times the value.
From the donation box, here's what I got.
Thanks. Thanks for the joke, Swaggy Davis Jr. I'm gonna take your money, thank you.
I played it in the 90s.
Concurrent viewer record. Big ups D00D folded hands light skin tone.
Hey, big ups. I don't know. I don't look at the views during live.
Fits in with all the other robbers, looters, criminals in Seattle. He's no better than any of them. He lies and steals from disabled people every day.
Well, I mean, some might say if you're shoplifting from like a major corporation and there's nobody who wants to stop you, you should just go ahead and do it. I wouldn't do it, but I don't know.
That's my guess.
If that's the situation, why not? If you can take a PS5 and scan it at the self-checkout as a banana and just leave, why not do it? Because the system is broke. If the system lets you do it, fuck the system. The government's corrupt.
Don't worry about that. Oh God, he's playing.
You piece of shit!
This won't be a lengthy one. All right.
Let's see.
So it premieres today on the first stream. Tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m.
What else we got? Let me just catch up.
Return of
He's still
Friday Night
talking about
Fights.
schedule, by the way. We missed absolutely nothing this entire
Ladies and
time.
gentlemen, tonight I'm going
Oh.
to attempt to use
Here's the good news. Is it?
Dalsine.
Oh, no, it's not. It's some bullshit. He's gonna play a character in Street Fighter, and this is supposed to be like a huge thing.
For about 45 minutes.
Dear God, make thief of unlocked phone a detractor.
No, stop getting hyped up too much. You see? You see? It's not worth it. You see? Imagine I'm spraying you with a water bottle in the face, and you're learning your lesson. Don't let him hype you up for nothing ever. Ever. Never expect anything from him. He's worthless.
And then I'll probably jump
Sometimes people fill carts to steal stuff and then poozy out and just leave it there. Happens more than you think. They probably saw it and took it to the back so stuff didn't go bad.
stuff like that.
I've never really seen this, because here you gotta go through the checkout to go out of the store. So you don't really have a way of just like turning around, just leaving with your stuff and nobody notices you. Security's pretty tight.
Fighter in like a month, and I'm excited to see how it goes, especially with a new character. Okay?
I love how everyone Pig Roach interacts with, thinks, talks and agrees with everything he
Yeah.
says.
It
Imagine
almost
a world where everyone is just a variation of Piggy.
But it makes you think, right? If if this is the case, why wouldn't he go out more often? Because apparently everybody agrees with him. He has like very agreeable opinion and personality. Why doesn't he socialize more? He's gonna get so many friends.
Sniper rifles, dude. I had 33 kills in one match.
I actually respect shoplifting more than what he does to get things he wants.
Well, I don't respect shoplifting because you actually don't have to do it. Most people do it just because they wanna. I've seen people like younger Russian tourists just steal stuff they're not even gonna need just because they want to feel the hype of stealing. So I don't respect that.
Tomorrow night on the late stream, it will be like a
Big ups, Joe Dub.
Make at my dog big ups for dealing with this mess. Team Drama Queen will always prevail.
Yeah, Team Drama Queen. That's what we got. Well, there was some drama, I guess. It's a fascinating story to say the least.
Advice and save this garbage story for his podcast for this rubs fingers.
Yeah, he's gonna start learning stuff. You know, he's gonna take all the advice in some way, shape, or form at some point.
Sunday night. We're actually
Someone just pushed his cart to the other side of the store. Hashtag nothing burger.
Well, apparently later on he talked to an employee and they told him that it wasn't them basically because they saw that he had reusable bags. He's acting like this is the most important thing he's ever had. Reusable fucking
Seattle
bags.
has increased their police budget each of the last 2 years. He is just parroting kitten he sees from Twitter.
Yeah, of course he is. Who else would he tell him something that's happening around him? Of course he's gonna go on fucking Twitter and read opinions on there.
Never leave home. Wastewater life. M8K new song.
I don't know from what. Oh yeah, from this. Never leave home. What a waste of life. This.
Dave talking like he's about to dig out his Punisher shirt and solve the crime problem himself. Skull and crossbones skull.
This is unironically a really good script for a movie. You know, imagine a guy who's just like terminally online, so it gives him a different perception of himself, so he gets super hyped about himself, and he decides to become a vigilante. And it's kind of like a comedy, you know? He goes out there, he gets his ass clipped. It's kind of like Kick-Ass, that movie Kick-Ass, with that kid that decides to become a superhero. So it would be like Super Dave, just, you know, your random, regular, old Dave, putting on a shitty suit, and then he gets stabbed by someone in downtown Seattle and dies. That's how the movie ends. It's supposed to be a comedy.
He fits in with all the other robbers, looters, criminals in Seattle. He's no better than any of them. He lies and steals from disabled people every day.
How many of those looters and robbers put out meaningful content and are prolific? Think about that. Maybe you're gonna grow and appreciate Phil. So that was it. Thanks everybody for the contributions. He's still talking about his Black Friday begathon, so I guess we can just skip this and get to the good news, quote unquote. Or maybe that was also more hype than
crazy,
content.
But I got 3 different gifted copies of Robocop. Okay?
Oh, that's the good news.
Now, obviously, that wasn't the intention, right? Nor was it, you know, I didn't ask for 3 people to send it. Basically, we were talking about
he just asked for 1.
Wednesday, and I said, yeah, right now, one of the major things that's stopping me from doing what I would like to do with my schedule is I can't afford a bunch of games at once.
And they sent him 3.
I was sick. I lost a lot of revenue that week.
If he doesn't give away 2 of them, maybe there isn't a way to give it away, but if there is and he doesn't give them away, he's a piece of shit.
I haven't really caught up. We've had some slow days, and, you know, it sucks. I can't afford to dump all this money on a bunch of games at once. Right? So, basically, I opened my email and I got, here's a code for Robocop. Here's a code for Robocop. And by the way, here's a code for Robocop.
Oh, yeah, he can give them away.
Oh, shit. Well, obviously, I can't use 3 codes for Robocop. So here's what I did. I reached out to the people and I explained the situation. And I'd like to say everyone was on board and basically said, yes, you can keep, obviously, 1 copy and give away the other 2 copies.
Whoa.
All right? So,
it's the season of giving, you guys. He's gonna make himself look like the most virtuous person for giving something away that he doesn't need and somebody else bought for him.
Once we finish,
he's such a god.
I don't know if it'll be Super Mario RPG. I don't know if it'll be Like a Dragon Gaiden. You know, I don't know what it's going to be. But whenever we have a time in the schedule and it's time to start with something new, the next game that I play will be Robocop. And during the premiere stream of Robocop, I'll be giving away 2 copies of Robocop. There you go. Okay? So there you go. That's what's going to happen. And hopefully it'll work out. Hopefully Robocop's good. Since so many people want me to play it, 3 people donated it. Obviously there's some demand for it, right?
Epic. Epic. Can we move on?
Exactly. 'Tis the season. Says Trump. 'Tis the season indeed.
But what do you mean 'tis the season? It's not you giving it away. It's somebody, you're giving away something that is surplus.
So?
Why are you so smug about it?
I guess it's time. We'll give away some stuff. But again, when will I start Robocop? I don't know.
Oh, what a dick ass.
I got a bunch of playthroughs going on. Let's see. Let's
what
see
an ass turd.
Maybe it'll be in like late November, early December. The next game will be Robocop, and that's when I'll do that. Okay? Cool. All right, good stuff. All right, so I covered the schedule. That covered the good news. I'll just say this because we're gonna get to shoutouts now. Please, if you enjoy my content, support it in some way. Right? I'm an indie guy. I don't have any partnerships, no major sponsorships.
Oh, dude, this is as close as you can get to that Ludwig World Order AI that has a generated begging segment that announces in the beginning of the segment is like, okay, now guys, we're about to get into the begging segment. This is what he almost just did, except call it a begging segment, of course.
I'll just say this because we're going to
I'll just say this. Please support me.
Please, if you enjoy my content, support it in some way. All right?
What a turd.
I don't have any partnerships, no major sponsorships. I don't get
Ludwig, if you're watching this, dude, send me a screenshot of that AI. I want to show it to everybody.
This is all 100%.
I'm going to try and find it myself,
That's
but
why
yeah.
I pride myself that I could give you honest feedback and opinions on games as I play them. I can say whatever I want on my streams. I don't have to worry about a sponsor dropping me because they didn't like what I said. You know what I mean? I like that. That's what I've tried to aspire to do all these years. And I'm happy that 15 years later, I can still be myself. But it means I rely on crowdfunding. I don't have major support in other methods, all right? Now, recently, you guys actually said to me, Phil, we wish that you'd actually monetize your streams more. You outright said this, you know, because you don't run ads or anything like everybody else, you know, and it would help you out. I said, yeah, it would help me out possibly if I could run more ads. So you'll notice.
Yeah, but now you do.
Live streams, I want to say it's like every 20 to 30 minutes, there's an ad that runs. Okay, that's a result of people's feedback. I don't know if it's helping right now or not. I've only done it for less than a week.
Wait, what?
So it's hard.
This was people's feedback. People asked for ads. Who the fuck says that? Whoever asked for ads? Really?
Tell if there's really having any kind of a concrete impact. I feel like if we do it for several weeks to a month, I'll see if there was like a definitive increase of any kind of ad revenue or whatever.
Yeah, Phil,
So,
please
we'll see what
monetize
happens
this,
with
Phil.
that, all right?
Please.
But outside of that,
I want this stream to be uninterrupted by an ad for a butt plug, Phil. Please, Phil.
Support the content. There's so
I want to
many
watch
ways you
those
can do it,
ads, Phil.
right? Liking the videos, leaving comments on the videos, liking the live streams. That's engagement. That kind of stuff allows me to find an audience on YouTube. That engagement lets people know I exist. It puts me into the YouTube algorithm this time of year.
The problem is that people shouldn't know you exist. Because you barely exist, and let's keep it that way.
So please consider liking the stream, liking videos I put out. You know, so please do. Please like the content and leave comments on it. That's engagement. Outside of engagement, all right,
money.
There's many other things that you can do to help. All right, for example, super chats, super stickers during a live stream, or a super thanks on a video that's eligible for it. Those are all ways that you can, through YouTube, contribute. And I always make sure to thank anyone who does that and to highlight it. Like if you do a super thanks, I'll highlight the comment. I'll say personal response, say thank you. If it's here live on the stream, then obviously we'll do a pop-up to say thanks. I'll call it out. I'll thank you. I'll get you on the leaderboard if you're the recent super chatter or whatever. All right. Memberships are huge.
Oh, that's crazy. You get so much.
Memberships are ongoing support for this channel. You get tons of benefits for being a member, including all my emotes, dozens of them, not having to abide by slow mode rules and being able to talk as much as you want in the chat, a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a supporter, priority for special events. For example, right now, for this Adpocalypse event 1 week from today, people who are members get priority to watch their ads because they're nominating ads, and those ads will be watched first before we get to the more common nominations, you see? So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Please consider becoming a member, or, as they say, 'tis the season of giving. right? We're heading into the
Who
holiday
is they
season.
say, bro?
Maybe you would like to give some memberships to your
Oh
fellow
my
viewers.
god, what a
They
fucking slimy
certainly
fucking piece
appreciate
of
that. I know
shit.
for a fact we have hundreds
It's the season of giving, as they say. So you should give me money, okay?
of people waiting in the wings ready to accept them.
We have hundreds of people waiting in the wings ready to accept. Look at this shit. But then he's having segments talking to his chat, telling him they're too entitled and they're just sitting there waiting for a membership.
2022, Seattle reached a 15-year high with the crime rate, and Seattle has 1.36 officers for every 1,000 people for 51th lowest rate in the country. If Phil hates crime, he should leave.
He hates crime, so he just is gonna stay at home, of course,
Membership.
because he can't leave. I mean, he just can't move. He can't afford it. And anywhere else he can go, he's gonna claim is more dangerous.
Channel a lot. My goal today being that it's a premier.
He wants you to believe that his house in particular, in that specific gated community, is the only habitable place in the world.
Game and the return of Street Fighter at night is to hit 500 members. I know we can do that. 12 members in one day. It's not a small task, but it's also not a giant ask. It's doable. Please consider becoming a member today, or again, gifting some memberships to help out the fellow viewers. Last but not least is tips. Tips are very important because tips are liquidity. What that means is those are funds that I can use right now for important stuff. Buying another game, paying a bill, going grocery shopping, buying more reusable shopping bags, right? Actually paying the bill for them. Yeah, all those things tips will go towards.
Bro,
all right?
this shit costs less than
So
$1.
please consider tipping.
It's a
We have
shopping
rewards and
bag.
tips for every goal hit, 50, 100, or 150 bucks. You got glasses, a hat, a vest you guys vote on, you know, all kinds of funny stuff that we do for that. So please consider tipping. Okay? Now it's time for shout-outs. But I think I want to turn my fan up a little bit more. It's feeling kind of stuffy in here today.
Yeah, I think
if
you
you
should
don't
fuck
mind.
off. Don't come back, please. Just end the stream. Oh, god damn it. This fucking stupid ass story about the thing, man. It was so dumb. And he got people in his own chat scared as well, because they were showing up being like, oh my god, you guys, Phil got robbed? What happened? I'm so scared for him. And then he started talking shit about him in chat. I told you it's not a big deal. Because he understood he overhyped the story. And then he needed to give you like 25 minutes worth of context to justify why he claimed to be robbed. And it, in the end, it still didn't make sense. Because all he lost is like less than $1 worth of plastic bags.
Fan up to level 2. We'll see how it goes. So first of all, on the YouTube side of things, we have Buggy Glug, who did
Buggy
a
style glug.
£15 super chat.
Wow.
First super chat of the day. Thank you, Buggy. He says, started watching
This one is going for the plastic bags.
recently. I was only familiar with you because of your critics' opinions, but I discovered you're a chill dude. I like your videos a lot. Thank you, Buggy. That is very nice of you to say. It is a common thing I'm finding that for those who have heard of me only through negative circles.
Yeah, Phil, it's almost like it's a meme for people to say that shit. It literally is a meme. Hey Phil, my name is insert name here. I found you through insert detractor channel here. But once I started only watching your streams, I realized you're actually the opposite of what people say you are. And you are actually exactly what you claim to be, which makes you a good guy, okay? Sound good.
Right, actually will come and watch my content, and when they do, they actually enjoy it. I'll give you a perfect example. Someone left a nice comment on my Call of Duty videos from the other day, from Wednesday. And no, I take that back. I think it was like part 1. Like, so it was the first one I did last week. And they said, wow, you know, actually watching Phil play
One
Modern
MM with a
Warfare-
$20 tip tells me I should rope myself. Yeah, okay.
Whoa, he left a message, you guys. What is the message? Phil, you should rope yourself. I think he's being impersonated, you guys.
3. He's not a top player or anything, but he's not bad. He's entertaining to watch. He has funny commentary. If you watch the video,
Meanwhile, I've been scrolling through like 26 pages of Ludwig messages, and I couldn't find the AI one I meant. So that's a failure. We'll get him next time.
his haters put out, literally all they do is take the boring moments or the times when he failed, and they act like that's his whole stream. And it couldn't be further from the truth.
Isn't?
It's not representative of the real content that Phil puts out, and that's unfair because people are mostly seeing that. No one is really coming to watch their content to see what it really is. They just believe the nonsense, right? So it's pretty funny.
That's crazy that he's implying that there's such a big umbrella over him, like doing like a false marketing campaign that the reality is actually completely different. Is just being withheld from people. They don't want you to know that. It's a conspiracy, basically. They don't want you to know that Phil's content is actually amazing.
Say that because yes, you're absolutely aware.
Because he's hurtful to
I'm absolutely aware that when
because he's gonna topple the government. He's gonna overcome and overthrow the government.
people actually take the time to come check this stuff out, they enjoy it.
Wow.
Yeah. In the last few years, my wife and I have started watching other content creators' playthroughs. Okay? Just for perspective purposes. It's fun to see someone else play a game that we've played and see how they react to stuff and how they do. You know, watching them play like a Dark Souls or Elden Ring, watching them play Alan Wake 2, for example, which I just played, stuff like that. It's good to see how, you know, compare. It's good to see different perspectives, right? And what I've noticed for a lot of these other content creators, who, by the way, are much bigger than me. We're talking people that in some cases are 10 times plus bigger than me. They're not doing anything different. It's not like they're innovative or they're so funny or they're so different. They're just normal people talking with their audience, playing a game, right? Yet they're 10 times bigger than me. Why? Well, probably because they don't have 1,000 idiots.
Probably because you're a piece of shit, DSP. Probably because of that. And sometimes being a piece of shit is enough for everybody else to ignore everything else you've done. Because you're that much of a fucking piece of shit.
Who literally lie about the content they put out. So everyone thinks that they suck or that they're toxic. They don't have anyone doing that.
Yes.
So because
it's
of that,
a literal
people actually genuinely watch
conspiracy.
and enjoy their content without the white noise. So there you go.
Of
Yeah.
course,
Thanks
that
for
is the
watching,
reality.
Buddy. I appreciate your kind words. I appreciate the contribution, and I wish that more people would give me an honest take.
All right.
You know,
what happened? What happened when he got the ability to go out there and get an honest shot with the side scrollers, right? And that was supposed to be the moment where people turn their eyes to him and realize he's actually been great the entire time. And then nothing like that ever happened.
Really do. I really
Good job.
That's the problem. No one wants to. They just want to believe the meme. They just want to believe the toxic
meme.
shit. You know what I mean? So there you go. All right. Okay. Now we move on to the tip side of things. Our first tip of the day. A $4.20 tip from Wumba. I never watched or played Super Mario RPG. I'll watch your playthrough of this remake because it now has modern graphics.
Yeah, it's getting skipped. Oh, I love this mode. This is so good.
Started on YouTube 15 years ago.
Oh, no, this is getting skipped.
Original Xbox.
This is getting skipped.
Jack and Daxter.
This is getting skipped.
From that summer.
Guess what? This is getting skipped too.
Anonymous $21 tip.
Okay,
I've
this is
noticed that
staying.
Big Roach has a huge case of cargo cult. He thinks that if he checks all the boxes, webcam, games and interaction, that all the money will start rolling in like the content creator's cat watches downstairs.
That's absolutely it, dude, because he lives his entire life. So an adult person has a house, check. Has a wife, check. They are married specifically, check. They have a job and all the other stuff. He has all of those things in definition, right? He is a streamer by definition because he streams himself on the internet. He's a podcaster because he has a show where it's him talking in the microphone and publishing it on the internet, which is a podcast. So it does qualify. But he completely fails to notice any kind of nuance and any kind of complexity in pretty much any situation. What makes him so interesting.
Saying, I love this.
And I need to look up what cargo cult means because it sounds
You're
interesting.
giving us nothing but truth. Now, I believe that this person actually did this tip during my segment about the grocery store story and how the government basically is doing nothing to fix the problem with thieves and stuff out here. So, if that's the case, I thank you very much. I think that's what that's in reference to. It's hard to know because they tipped and, you know, that was a while ago. But thank you very much. That is a very generous tip. That gets up to $25 already, okay? Okay. I also received a $10 tip from Donald Trump. He says, thank you for the endorsement. Well, Mr. Trump, I hate to tell you, I would never...
Phil needs the Remington retirement plan.
Oh, how long was I muted for?
Never
Oh,
endorse
God damn
anything
it.
you do. I don't
Big
like
ups,
Donald Trump. I
Brotherhood
never
of
did.
Steel, man.
I knew of Trump before he was ever president. I actually had business dealings with him at the helicopter company I used to work at.
And he didn't pay his bill, huh?
Unscrupulous is a word that comes to mind when it comes to the way that he runs his businesses. I don't think he's a very good person. I don't think he was a very good leader. He's a populist, meaning he's basically anti-establishment, right? Like, he doesn't like the two-party system and the way that things are set up. And I get that. But that doesn't mean that I like the guy, okay?
Okay.
And they said, just listen to this. I saw your Project 7 series. Okay, well, at this point, it's almost 12 years old.
Okay.
Just under 12 years old.
Okay.
Out of my 15-year career,
Bro.
12 years old.
He's already super defensive. Just tell us what the guy said first.
Project 7 at this point, okay? All right? It sucks it won't continue any further. It does. It's been 12 years. I don't really think it sucks anymore that it won't continue any further. I'm curious how you would finish Project 7 if it all goes well.
Wow, hilarious. Just have like a,
If
a
it
funny
all
response or
goes well.
something. Why do you
Boy,
need to
that
be
would
such a
something.
bitch?
Imagine if, like, I hit the lotto, right? Imagine if, like, I hit the lotto and I'm rich now. And I'm like, guys, guess what? Out of all the things that I'm going to do, I've decided to continue Project 7. I'm actually going to hire, like, professional indie filmmakers to work on this, to film, to edit in professional level effects. I'm going to hire real actors
Okay.
to be in the
You know that means you have to pay him, right? Because you didn't pay the guys the first time, and that's why they kind of left.
show, right? I'll be the only person from the original show
Wait until he hears that he gotta give him money. Then it's all canceled.
involved. Everyone else will be. But what I'll do, I'll get lookalikes. I'll get a John Rambo and a Howard and an OJ lookalike.
Okay, this is an obnoxious, unfunny, and smug segment that is just getting skipped. Go fuck yourself. And then we get the fakest laugh of all time is what we get.
OJ lookalike and an Andre lookalike. To play their roles in the show, right? Oh God.
Is he schizophrenic?
So the show continues.
No.
It was going to be survival horror with references to like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, but it was always going to have like campy horror. Like I wanted to have like a fake Jason Voorhees, and I wanted to have like a Scooby-Doo segment where you're like in a hallway and you're running through.
So he just wanted to be the nostalgia critic, basically, just referencing everything because he has no ideas of his own, which really fits him.
And they're like going in and out of doors. And actually, I wanted to rent out like a mansion, like an old mansion for a shooting location, and we were going to use it.
You know, you gotta pay for all of this, right?
As the actual shooting location to make it extra spooky.
He wanted to do so many things. He was the idea guy, you know? That's exactly what he was. The idea guy. And nobody is more obnoxious than the idea guy, who's got just a bunch of random ideas. Most of them are usually references to something else that exists and is already successful that you can piggyback off of. And then he has absolutely no ideas how you can implement his suggestions, his ideas, his pitch.
As the shooting location. How cool would that have been? Like, that's what we were going to do for episode 5. And then it all fell apart. But imagine...
How did it fall apart? You didn't pay him.
I don't have any money for anything like that today.
They didn't ask to be paid.
Do I really have
They just asked for exposure.
any interest? But imagine if I, like, hit the lotto. And it's like, all right, Phil, so now you're free. You have no...
And I like how he instead of talking about, I don't know, becoming popular and successful and getting a lot of money, which is, you know, the possible choice, he thinks it's more possible that he won the lotto.
constraints. You don't have to stream 6 days a week anymore. You know, let's bring back Project 7. Right? Let's bring it back. Right away. Let's do it immediately. Let's get it back and have people look alike Look-alike John Rambo.
Yeah, we got it. It's not funny.
$25 this morning. And so, here we go. Sambuca has tipped me $25 this morning.
This is an out of nowhere tip.
And you're playing Mario RPG. I am definitely looking forward to the series. Thank you, Sambuca.
It was worth it, you guys. He got over $50 during the pre-stream by just telling a story and claiming that he got robbed. And he got a burst in views that a bunch of those people watch the ads. You see? He actually scammed a bunch of people by going on a stupid tangent and claiming he got robbed.
I was actually getting apprehensive, but as long as people will show
it's actually
up
great.
and chill with me as I play it and support the streams, man. And I hope that will happen. Because I know this is a great game. I played it, like I said.
But you know, someday somebody's gonna fuck with him like real bad, and nobody's gonna believe him, and that's gonna be a very funny day.
4.5 years ago, it's an outstanding game. It's on the shorter side. It was fine, no crime or anything. It's not a big deal. All right, you ready for this one? All right, Dr. Kinesin, where did you go?
Hold on, we need this. We need Phil talking down to somebody while looking down the barrel of the camera segment. This is fantastic. Let's get to see it.
See, here's a hilarious thing. You ready for this? Someone in chat just said, oh, I just came back from a 5-day Seattle trip and it was fine. No crime or anything. It's not a big deal. All right, you ready for this one? All right, Dr. Kinesin, where did you go? What did you do in Seattle? I want to hear your whole agenda.
Oh, super smug. Well, I think Kinesin is separating his private life from the public life, so he shouldn't tell you any of this shit. Who the fuck do you think you are? Who do you think you are? You the fucking feds?
Let's hear it from start to finish.
Let's hear where you went.
I know if you're a liar or not.
Well, you little piece of shit. What if I go on Google fucking Maps and I open the top 10 places you can go in Seattle and just list them all? You gonna be so smug then? You think you're that fucking smart?
So let's see what you did for your nice trip.
Oh, look at how fucking smug he is. You can just open TripAdvisor and see an entire trip. And then look at how smug he's gonna be then.
It was such a beautiful
what a dumb fucking piece of shit.
Let's see how quick he is to answer. Because you want to be a smart aleck in my chat, right? You want to think that, oh yeah, let's disprove Phil. Let's see how this one goes, huh, brother? All right,
brother.
Anyway, let's continue.
Where did you go in Seattle, brother? Where'd you go on staycation, dude?
Oopsie poopsie, you probably didn't think I was gonna do that.
I'm super toxified today because I'm already sick and I got a fever going and I'm depressed because Snoop Dogg stopped smoking weed and this guy is acting up.
I just received a $1 tip.
I'm gonna go crazy. I'm having a Joker moment.
Someone is complaining
what?
About how I treat people. Well,
yeah, like
as
shit.
You guys know, all right.
Like a smug piece of shit.
Do not go out of my way to treat people badly.
Excuse me?
My opinion is, you know, you give everyone the benefit of the doubt.
When?
Right? You're nice, be nice to everyone. The only time that you should ever clap back is if someone is actively going out of their way to try to do something nasty to you. And then, hey, man, if they screw you over or whatever, then that's that. You gave them their chance. They acted that way. And you know what they say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Well, this is some great waffling, dude. This is some great gum flapping and lip smacking. But your behavior doesn't uphold that belief. So there you go.
That's how I live my life now.
Get debunked,
right?
piece of shit.
When you get a situation where you get someone coming into your chat and they're going to say something immediately that's negative, like, oh, I don't believe anything you just said about where you live because I was just on a 5-day trip. And okay, dude, I really believe you, right? I fucking lived here for 9 years.
Okay. But you just said you go outside once a week. So you're not really doing much. And you don't even live in Seattle. He lives in the outskirts in an overprivileged environment.
We were here for 5.
So let me tell you something, brother. You're not exactly objective. And you don't exactly have a very good view on how things work.
Days, but I'm supposed
so I'm sorry if somebody fucking doubts the guy who knows nothing about anything, doesn't go outside, and leads the majority of his life on social media.
So no, you know better than me, right? So let's hear it. You know? Let's fucking have it. Let's hear it. If you think that's being a dick, well then don't come into my chat and drop nonsense. What did you think was gonna happen? right? People were gonna put you up on a chair and lift you above like the hero of the chat because you said something.
The hero of the chat.
This is where did you think you are?
Here?
This isn't a detractor stream.
Yeah, well, maybe you should come here.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, I'm not just going to actively sit here and be nasty to people for no reason, but if people comes in here and they try to derail stuff or they try to be negative or whatever, then that's how you're going to get treated. You started it. Don't start something you don't want to finish. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, as they say, right?
Yeah, but that's not how it really works, because you have the upper hand in the power dynamic, right? Because you have the ability to say a bunch of stuff, and that guy has the ability to write a sentence in chat. So, by default, you kind of look like the asshole. Even if it's the other guy's fault, you harping on it, you singling him out, that's you being a dickhead, dipshit.
Black, by the way, for that super chat, I wanted to get you on the leaderboard there. Okay. All right, here we go. Downtown Seattle, Pike Place, The Wharf, Ferry to Bainbridge Island, Kirkland, and Greenwood. No disrespect, not disproving you. I wanted to add to the discussion.
And the guy clapped back.
I'm curious what you did.
Okay.
When you say downtown Seattle, okay, that's great.
Oh my
what did you do in downtown Seattle? When you
well,
say
you want, like, bruh.
Pike Place and The Wharf.
Someone telling you they had a nice time in Seattle equals going out of their way to debunk you.
Yes.
Real. Big ups. We eternally smokin' that Phil pack.
It's only gonna get worse, man. The more he hates on his own chat, the more funny this is gonna get.
Because you realize, like, that whole Pike Place Market Street, like with that original Starbucks, has been the most broken into Starbucks ever, to the point where I believe at one point they were discussing closing the original Starbucks location. And that's pretty fucked up. It's a historic thing.
Okay.
And they're actually talking about getting rid of it. You know what I'm saying?
So, but you asked for the guy what he did, and he told you, right?
Island. I have been on the ferry.
Oh, and now he's big balls again. He knows everything.
That I can't.
He's a tour guide.
I can speak to downtown Seattle. I can speak to Pike Place Market. I can speak about the Wharf. I can speak about all that stuff. I've been there, right?
This guy should get.
I'd love to hear about your experience, because I know personally
something really good
of all the stuff going on down there, and it ain't pretty. There are constant reports of crime, break-ins, smash and grabs, theft, and the people don't want to be there. So maybe you got lucky. It doesn't sound to me like you spent 5 days there.
But okay, but what? But how was he supposed to debunk him then? By asking him, what did you do? And then the guy told him, well, here's what I did. How was that a debunk?
Right? It sounds like maybe you walked through one day and just at that point there was nothing fishy going on. So maybe you had a good time. But that's not representative of what it's like here all the time. You understand?
Okay, well, this was supposed to be a debunk, and you ended up just having a civil disagreement, I guess.
Rich88 just did a super chat. He says, doesn't Pink Gorilla video game store in Seattle keep getting robbed? I don't know about that, but I wish this was an exaggeration. I see stories all the time.
On Twitter?
It says stuff like, this store got robbed, then it got robbed again, then it got robbed again within 2 weeks. And now
maybe they're just selling really cool stuff there.
Because I just can't deal with this anymore, and the police do nothing about it.
Maybe they just got like PlayStation 5s in it.
Oh, that's the rare case. I've seen that probably 10 times in the last year as news coming out of Seattle. You know, I wish it was an exaggeration. It's not. It's common now. It's just becoming a common thing. Again, you know, I've been to that original Starbucks location 3 times. I went there once when I originally was sightseeing around here to see if I wanted to move here. I went there again. I went there again when I had first moved here and I was like doing some tourism. And then I went there one more time with Kat.
Wait. Did I actually cure this for real? He's been there twice since 2014, and he pretends like he knows everything about the crime rate in the fucking city? He moved there in 2014. Wait, I need this again. I'm sorry.
I went there once when I originally was. Now, it's just becoming a common thing. Again, you know, I've been to that original Starbucks location 3 times. I went there once when I originally was sightseeing around here to see if I wanted to move here. I went there again. I went there again when I had first moved here and I was like doing some tourism. And then I went there.
What a tough guy behind the camera, Snort Bernal.
I just want him to keep that attitude. I just want to see if he's really gonna keep that attitude in real life too.
More time.
Especially, I would personally, I would like to confront him in real life because I'm a skinny guy. I'm kind of tall, but I don't think he would see me as intimidating, so maybe he would keep that same attitude. Because, you know, if it's like somebody tougher than me or more urban than me, you know he's gonna be in a fetal position within 30 seconds. But I just want him to face somebody less intimidating, kind of like me, and see if he's gonna have the same attitude.
With Cat in 2018, and each time I went there, it was all right. There were a lot of people there. Like, why would you wait in line just to get a coffee at the original Starbucks? It's literally the same as every other Starbucks, right? But now, like I said, I keep seeing these stories that it keeps getting busted into. The front window's been smashed like 4 times in the last couple of years, which is expensive to replace, and you know. There's just crime. And that's right on the street where the Dr. Knesset says that he was on. For, you know, that pipe.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's on the street.
And Phil was there. Phil was there in 2018, which makes this story debunked. There you go. He knows everything.
Was it the same Starbucks the guy got stabbed in front of? I don't think so. I think that one was the downtown Seattle Starbucks.
And now he knows the Starbucks where a guy that got stabbed in front of
is blocks away, and it's very like almost like skyscraper-ish, but they're not really that big, but they're big buildings like office buildings, but all the businesses are on the ground level, and there's a bunch of restaurants, shopping, that kind of stuff around there. And that's the area where they're trying to hire people because literally no one wants to work in downtown Seattle. The wages have gone way up. I'm not kidding when I told you $22 an hour to work at McDonald's in downtown Seattle because no one wants to work the job. Everyone quits when they get there because it's horrible. So they have no one to work. They're all understaffed and shit. No one wants to work in downtown Seattle.
What?
All right.
What is this schizophrenic fucking super chat he got? And by the way, we're like 12 minutes behind, so we don't even know what they're talking about. But it goes as thus. The road is rampant with warriors. It's a gun show out there. Don't worry. Tomorrow will be a newest day. Don't be so down from the rafters. And this all just references to WWE. Obviously. You got the gun show, you got down from the rafters, you got the new day. Yeah.
I walked around.
It's all WWE champions. So yeah, thanks for the $5, Tomato Farmer. You destroyed them.
That's all. Sorry for the job.
You owned them.
All right. But you have to understand, you came into my chat to be contradictory to what I was saying.
No, it's almost like contradictory to what you're saying. It's like, bro, you're not entitled to people agreeing with you on the internet, even on your own stream. You don't have that right. So go fuck yourself, dummy.
Why? What did that prove? Right? Nothing. I'm happy you went on a vacation. If you're telling the truth, I'm happy you went on a vacation and you enjoyed yourself and you had no negative situations. I'm very happy to hear that because that's not what's common here. Like I said, the people who live here don't want to fucking be here anymore. We had enough. Why
don't you leave?
The crime's going up. It's nonstop.
Why don't you go to a place you want to be at?
Sound like he likes in a third world country, LMAO.
Anything to be a victim. Anything to be a victim. So I guess we can close the poll now.
When he talks like he's the spokesperson of the state I lived in my whole life.
Or the spokesperson for anything. Because, I mean, somebody with so few life experiences, he can barely even be his own spokesperson. Let's close the poll. We got over 1,000 votes. None of it was correct. So, big ups, guys. You got scammed.
Any last minute stuff, guys?
All of these things that I had in the poll were somewhat more interesting than the story we got.
Anyone want to tag me in the chat or anything? Quickly. Wow. Here, just listen to this. The memes are so old, people are so dumb, they get the negative detractor memes wrong. Someone just said in the chat, I thought Seattle air cured your leg. My leg. Apparently I have a peg leg or something. Did you guys know that? You can't even get the meme right?
Wait, how is this everybody else's fault for this guy not understanding the meme or not remembering it correctly?
Holy shit.
And this is like all the trolls' fault somehow.
Pretty bad.
Well, look at how stupid they are. They don't even know the meme.
Yikes. I've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done it. I've made content for so long. Over 15 years, people can't remember the negative memes anymore. They've forgotten the memes and they just spout nonsense now. This is great. That, in fact, you know what? I think he's earned a standing ovation for that one.
Oh my
That
god,
was
we do
great.
this?
Yes.
Show us your pajamas,
Gets it
loser.
completely wrong.
Let me
Yes.
see them.
Yes.
By the way, his shirt today, wrinkly as fuck.
That's absolutely amazing. Good stuff there.
And then wonder why he got fucking trolled so hard. Because always in any situation, no matter if he's taking an L or if he's the right guy, he is smug, he's arrogant, he's an asshole. Get fucked.
Oh, yeah. Happy Friday to you, Derek.
Yeah, and then we give
One of my
the
favorite foods
pedophile
as
a
kid,
generous shout out.
Candy. I was a kid. I liked candy like every kid. That was my favorite food. No, I've never ridden on a steam train. What pants am I wearing? I'm wearing Uniqlo lounge pants.
Oh,
Here they are.
it's not
Uniqlo
jammies.
Lounge pants.
It's Uniqlo signature brand.
That's what they're called.
It's the DSP series.
They're warm. They're a little stretchy. They're very nice.
He's wearing the Dave ones. Big Force
Am I
1.
concerned there's 666 people watching? No, Satan is a regular visitor of my stream.
Well, thank God they dropped because you're boring. How much more do we have? Is he playing games now? No, he's still doing fucking Q&A.
What exactly would I have to say about Taco Bell?
Nothing.
I don't know.
We're skipping
I
it.
don't know what you mean. Excuse me. The two sports I used to watch when I was a kid.
Wait,
I don't have a
what?
favorite sport because I don't follow sports. When I was a kid, I liked American baseball.
He doesn't like sports, but he's surely gonna capitalize on a sporting event when the Super Bowl comes around and he wants to milk it. That's how genuine of a guy he is. Doesn't even give a fuck about the sport. He doesn't even know who's in the fucking finals.
I used to watch, and
Oh, American baseball, by the way, yes. As opposed to
I don't have a
African
favorite sport 'cause
baseball.
I don't follow sports. When I was a kid, I liked American baseball.
Of
I
course.
used to watch, and American football. Those are the two sports I used to watch when I was a kid. And then in the mid
I wonder if he knows about Spanish golf.
2000s, I actually watched American football for a few years and followed it, and then after that, I kind of fell off and haven't watched anything since. The Executioner just re-upped his membership and said, "Yay! Thank you, Executioner. I appreciate that."
This is one of the most insufferable streams for some reason. Maybe because I feel like shit to begin with. And I'm not drinking alcohol. And I'm not doing drugs.
Yes, I'm interested.
So I
in
guess the problem is kind of a me problem, huh?
Super Mario and the 1,000-Year Door remake next year.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that Fortnite broke a new player count recently. I'm not stupid. I don't waste my time.
What? I think you are stupid. You just spent 20 minutes talking about how somebody stole your plastic bag, dummy. I think that's a little bit worse than playing Fortnite. Makes you a little bit stupider.
Captain DCW says, "Can't wait to play Mario RPG. Currently watching Yakuza 7. Preparing for Yakuza 8. There you go." Carliga says, "Well, why don't you talk about diarrhea?" It's a good question. If I'm not going to talk about Taco Bell, I'm not going to talk about what comes after Taco Bell. Right? There you go. That's why.
Wow. Somehow we got a
I told
diarrhea
you, I've
mention.
never had my wisdom
this
teeth taken out.
podcast.
Every once in a while, I'll get some pain in the back of my mouth.
Oh man, the wisdom teeth saga. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Because you know he's not gonna be able to stream. He's gonna be drugged out of his ass.
Every once in a while. And I think it's because I still have my wisdom.
Yeah, he might show up to stream and it's gonna sound like this.
teeth. But I'm lucky where they're not coming in. You know what I mean? I've never had major problems.
That's how he's gonna sound. The
So
wisdom
I
saga.
think I might get away with it. I'm 41 years old. I think I might get away with it.
Nah, you're gonna
We'll
die.
see. Hopefully
I'm
I don't
gonna
get
kill
some
you.
late life bullshit.
A late life
would really
wisdom
suck.
teeth removal procedure.
Monty Mole, what is your current game of the year? I'm not going to answer that because I do a Game of the Year awards countdown, usually the first week of January. Why would I spoil that by telling you now? Wouldn't make much sense, would it? So I think I'm going to forego that. There you go. Derek, yes, I agree that in yesteryear they had the best ads. I loved the...
Oh my god.
What I really miss is that back in the day, and I know as cheesy as this is, all right,
Your parents loved you?
they used to have jingles. They used to have these
my
very
God.
notable...
Yeah, that's what got him addicted to marketing. This dude just got marketing and ads running through his veins, dude. He's so fucking... His entire perception of existence is based around ads.
musical jingle.
He's like the original tablet kid. You know how all the babies now have tablets and they sing like Skibbity Toilet? He was the OG. He was like Patient Zero, but with like 80s ads.
In ads in the 80s and 90s. And they would stick in your head, right? And you would remember the jingle, and you'd remember the product based on the jingle. And it was brilliant marketing. Sometimes, you know, you wouldn't even care about the product, but that song stuck in your head. And then you'd think about the product, and the next thing you know, you'd see it in the store, and you'd want it. You know, that's one of the things that I definitely, I definitely would miss from back in the day. Now there's
buy dental coin right now.
Right now, before it even gets minted.
Now it's like, what shitty license?
You heard it here first. Be ahead of the curve.
Pop music can we put into the commercial?
Have the advantage now.
Oh, I spilt my milkshake. My milkshake brings the boys to the yard. Oh, I spilt my milkshake. I gotta clean my milkshake up. What am I gonna use? These wipes. It's like that. No, I'm not gonna go buy the wipes because you used the fucking milkshake song in your fucking ad.
What?
You know what I mean? Now, if you had a jingle.
Yeah. Can we not do this?
I spilled my milkshake. Oh shit. Wipe it up with cleaner bits. Hey. Then I'd be like, oh. That jingle would stick in my head, and I would go buy cleaner bits.
Oh my god, I want to go buy a sledgehammer.
It's just better.
I want to buy a torture rack.
Marketing, but modern marketing is stupidity. It's for dumb people, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why it works so well on you. This dude buying like several different versions of a game for his different consoles.
Anyway.
Yeah, of course, dude. He'd never fall for the marketing. The guy wearing neck phones. That he thinks are surround sound, like real true surround sound.
I received a chip.
Because he really is the perfect consumer when you think about it, because he thinks he's really intelligent, and him buying into the marketing is actually him getting the value. You know? When the marketing's idea is trying to convince you of the value you get and how inflated it actually is.
Received
it's fantastic.
A $20 tip.
Oh, we're raking it in today.
Man.
Oh yeah.
He says the store clerk is right. People steal to steal and sell.
Oh my god, let's not go back on that
there you go.
Fucking topic. And also, 1 Minute Man leaves a message. That's an interesting thing.
So likely this person who stole this cart of groceries from the store and my reusable bags literally will not keep the items in the cart. They'll either try to resell or toss what they're not going to, use. And again, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, like, it really is like...
I wanna issue an open challenge to everybody out there with an editing software. Can you take the whole robbery clip, right, with all the bullshit, and trim it down so it's a coherent story about what happened to him in the store, but chop off all the bullshit, trim all the fat, and see how short the segment can get without while retaining, the logical consistency. I really wonder
completely different
how short it can be, because it felt like an actual 25-minute segment of him explaining everything, but the whole story itself was probably 1 to 2 minutes at most.
Than what normal people think, because you'd think, why would you do that? If you're gonna steal what you need. Go to the store, grab the cart, load it up with the stuff you want or need, and that's what you steal. Right?
Okay.
But
I'm gonna
steal your soul. They're not stealing because they need the shit. They're stealing just because they can steal and get away with it. And then if they get anything out of it after the fact, great. If not, who cares? It's pretty crazy, but that's how it is now.
Yeah, the whole robbery angle was about him losing reusable bag that somebody stole from his cart. They stole his whole cart.
To the $1.50, he says, "Can I get an unban? I've done nothing wrong." There's absolutely no way, at all, that I could unban you during a live stream. Plus, I remember you. And you're a heinous individual.
There is wait, what? There is no way he can unban. We had a live unbanning the other day. There's just a lie. There's just simply a lie.
Awful things. So I don't think that we want to unban you. But thanks for the tip. Okay.
He was unbanning people the other day. And he didn't specifically mention that he's gonna do it now, because later he's gonna forget. Just say you don't want to unban him, bro. It's fine.
Phil believes in marketing so much that he'll forego blood work for his own son. Cat to purchase a new joystick for a game he's already bought give copies for.
Yeah, but think of this. If there was ads on TV for blood work for cats, he would be having blood work every week. They need to start doing that. Just market the important stuff. You can get a jingle for it as well, since he loves jingles. Something like da da da. Get your blood work done. Da dum. Something like that.
Oh, I've got tons of proof. I got proof out the ass.
You got proof out
I
the
can prove
ass.
anything you think is under any kind of argument or discrepancy. I got the proof. You call me Mr. Phil Proof Burnell, PPB. Phil Proof Burnell. That's what you can start calling me. I got the proof. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I got it, man. Very nice.
Couldn't even prove that he's not addicted to champions, dude.
Sometimes people just say random shit.
He couldn't even prove that people broke into his bank account.
My channel, what the hell they're talking about?
Oh, he can't even prove anything. I'm not even entirely convinced he exists. He can't even prove that. He's just so fucking fake.
Oh man!
Wow, all this before the stretch was like, because I turned it up to what, to 5 times the speed almost. It was just dead air. It was so good. It was just like him sitting around, dead air, ambient background noise. Fantastic. He never ceases to amaze me, even though it's just the same thing over and over again. And we back to dead air after the stretch.
Modern Warfare 3. All you need to really do is get wins now. You don't have to do the actual challenges anymore. People complain, huh? I mean, it is pretty stupid. What if you only have 2 hours to play in a day, and they're like, oh, here's the challenges. You have to use a certain loadout, a certain fucking thing. It's like, wait, I can only play 2 hours today, and for me to level up, you expect me to waste my time using shit I don't want to use? I get it, though. Like, it gave incentive. For me as a streamer, it kind of worked, because it gave me something special to do for the first hour of gameplay, and then I could go to whatever I wanted to do, right? But I could certainly see someone who doesn't have a lot of time to play being pretty pissed off about that. So, I guess we'll see. I might continue to do them anyway if they're still there. Kagome, thank you. Excuse me. Right. Days, you know, I really try to gotta boost my members this month, so if you can become a member or give
Wait, what?
Please do.
We're literally begging. Bro, you sitting on like 80 bucks, dude.
In advance.
Come on, man.
Being here and chilling.
Where's the limit? And it's time. What is he begging for? God? Is God supposed to gift memberships now?
To bring back Mario RPG in a big way.
Oh no, we're playing Mario games.
Whoa, a lot of special stuff coming. You're American. It's kind of a retro stream, but kind of we have an interruption during the stream today because out of nowhere, I didn't ask for this or anything. My parents bought us more food for Thanksgiving. They actually ordered us these like turkey breasts that are like stuffed or whatever, and we had already bought a turkey roast like we had done last year. We had already bought that for Thanksgiving, but then out of nowhere, my parents bought this for us, and my dad emailed me the other day. He's like, oh, it's coming Friday. So I was like, all right, I guess what we'll do, we'll see what we want to do. One of these we'll have on Thanksgiving Day, and one we'll save, freeze, and we'll have it on Christmas Day, right? So they're supposed to come today, but I need to get it right away. I don't want to leave it on my doorstep out there, you know, refrigerated food. So I'm waiting because what they do.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we got it. More QVC. Fantastic. Shout out to Linda and Dave, the loving parents.
Enjoyed the show, and I hope that you will all join me for Super Mario RPG Remake Premiere.
Yeah, he legitimately also, something really underrated about him is sending his parents emails. Like, this dude is fucking sick. And this is the way that they communicate, right? Him and his parents. So this is it. Is he gone?
My oldest videos on the page that I've ever had.
He begging?
Yeah, I don't know. As I told you guys,
why are we having a post-podcast
problems recently with YouTube streaming. There's been certain people who are streaming, and because of the server that they connect to, because of where they are in the world, their streams have been buffering and choppy for like a days at a time, and then all of a sudden just fixed. So it was a YouTube server issue. All right, let's do a quick bubble blow.
Okay, so you guys get to see the bubble blow.
There are. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave the stream on.
And he's gonna leave the stream on, probably run ads and go piss or something. So yeah, thanks everybody. This was absolutely underwhelming, but fun. Underwhelming, I mean the story that was terrible. Nobody could actually guess what happened, because what happened is something that has never ever happened to anybody before in the history of humankind. And if it did, nobody got to hear about it because it's so insignificant and it's so harmless and it's so stupid that it's not even worth telling this story. And to close off, I'm gonna make an absolutely apolitical, no political statement, you guys, to fit with the theme of this stream. That is the apolitical stream.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me how to live. Fuck off, you
Hopefully somebody's gonna be listening to this and then fall asleep, and then the soundboard in the end's gonna wake them up. That's my ideal concept. Anyways, see you guys. Big ups. Smell you later, alligators. Yong out.